What's up, people? We back with another episode of Beyond the Clientele. I'm your host, J1, J100, or Mr. So 100, because you know I do it the So 100 way. Today we got a special guest in the building, man. We got a real hustler, a real, you know what I'm saying, socialite, one of the promoters in the city, man, one of the members of Power Circle in the building, man. And man, one of them guys that just do his thing, man, and you know, like how can we say? You know, they got motion. We'll say they got motion. You know what I'm saying? We got my guy DNiceTheHeavyweight in the building right now. What's up, DNice?
What's good? Motion. I got motion.
Yeah, man.
The young folks say.
Yeah, man, we just had to put, you know, I had to come up with something to put it in, make it sound real smooth.
Good thing if
man.
I got motion.
Yeah, it's good if you got motion,
I don't think I got that much,
man.
but it's good, though.
Yeah,
I'll
man.
take it.
Well, look, man, first thing I want to do, man, is welcome you, man, and appreciate you for blessing me with your presence, brother.
I appreciate the invite. We were supposed to be
We're
a little late.
We late.
We're a little late, but we were supposed to.
Hey,
I'm
man,
glad we got it done.
Better late than never.
Sure.
Better late than never, man. Man, first thing I want you to do, D-Nice, man, is share with the people, man, what it is you do and how they can tap in with you so we can get the business out the way first. You know what I'm saying?
Well, right now, like you said, promoter, of course, promoter first, really. So I'm at Serve. Me and Andy Wood, shout out to Andy Brownlee. We at Serve every Sunday for Sunday service. Number one brunch in the city.
Yes,
12 to 8. Y'all make sure y'all pull up. Also, I'm the manager, one of the managers of Crew Lounge, Crew Memphis.
Okay.
In Midtown. So y'all pull up there too. Free Hookah Monday. We got all kind of different vibes. Free Hookah Monday. You want something a little bit more, a little bit more turned Saturday. My homeboy Meeks over there on Sundays doing his thing on Sundays. So,
okay.
You catch me there too. But right now, that's all I'm doing right now.
Them the two locations you
them the two locations where you gonna catch me at. Like them two locations I'm working right now.
Okay, so what about if a mug want to tap in with you, say social media, you know, or reach out to you on some
man,
business?
I got hacked. So I'm trying to build my followers back up.
For real?
Yeah, man. I got hacked right before Christmas.
Dang.
Got my ass.
Like they got my wife around that time.
For real?
Too. Yeah,
they got me like the 22nd, 23rd,
right
before Christmas.
Dang.
Right before. That shit, man. Yes.
So you been building it back up?
Yeah, I've been building it back up. It didn't take me as long as I thought it was to get it back where it is now, but I ain't got nowhere near as much
what you had.
So all that come out years and years of just building content, so it was a lot. But my social media is D.Nice.The.Heavyweight.
And that's
spelled just
with D.A.
The D.A. Spelled just how it sound. It's basically my old Instagram name, but with 2 dots in it. Okay. So D.Nice.The.Heavyweight. D.A. Heavyweight. Everything spelled the same with no underscores, no nothing.
Okay.
Facebook,
well, you know,
DeAndre.
I'll pop it up for you.
Yeah.
Okay, Facebook, what'd you say? My bad.
I don't really be on Facebook, but DeAndre, it say D-Nice. DeAndre D-Nice, the Heavyweight. That's what it says.
Okay.
So, yeah, follow me on there. I don't really be on there, but.
So you real active more so on Instagram?
Yeah, I'm an Instagram dude.
Yeah. I'm like that too, man. People been telling me hit TikTok though.
Man,
they been telling me like I'm slipping.
My wife TikTok crazy. Couple of the homies TikTok crazy, but I ain't jumped on that.
Man,
wave.
They say that wave is it.
Man, my wife, I swear, she sit all day while she working. My wife be on TikTok all day long. That's where she get all her recipes, places to go. That's where she get all her stuff from.
They say the algorithm is a little more
better,
open and free.
Yeah.
Like I
heard that too.
Yeah, that's the thing, cause like you know how you go on your page, it gonna be mostly what you familiar with, what you always deal with. But they said that algorithm on TikTok, man, it really will put you out there. Like
that was one good thing about getting hacked, though.
Oh yeah.
One good thing about getting hacked is the people that follow me now, I see more of they stuff.
Oh, cause I
got less of the bullshit pages following me. Really,
I got
so
you.
I get less of the fluff.
Yeah,
so I get more of my followers.
Yeah,
That was
your people.
That was one good thing about being hacked.
You kind of weeded
Yeah,
everybody out.
exactly. Because it was,
yeah.
man, I was seeing shit on my time. I'm like,
Who is this?
Who is this?
I
I don't
like
follow them.
now.
Like it was too much, but that was one good thing about being hacked.
Mm-hmm.
And I just always imagine TikTok with the reels. Man, it seemed like it takes so much to make a reel.
Oh, who you telling?
It seemed like, especially like somebody like doing content like you.
Who you?
Man, it seemed like it takes it's time consuming, man. My wife used to do it for like date nights for us, but man, she'll be doing it for seem like hours.
Yeah,
and it'll finally go. I'm like, damn, you been doing it.
You just got done. It be like that, bro. For
so
real.
That's another reason I ain't really got into TikTok.
It's tough, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. It's real time consuming. I'm gonna say that. It's cool when you do it, but it's just so time consuming because you be like you said, I've been sitting there a whole hour and I ain't made number one reel.
Yeah. But it helped though.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it helped.
Yeah, it's cool, but it's so time consuming. You be like, I wish I had like my own personal editor, you know what I'm saying, to do that thing for me. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't made it that big yet.
Yeah, we ain't got that. I got one of my daughters, she'll chop up something for me and create something here and there, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, it's all me.
Yeah, I'm waiting on my kids.
Man, a
to
one-man
get
machine. For real. Well, check it out, D-Nice, man. You know, this is Beyond the Clientele. You know what I'm saying? So we like to get to know individuals, man, a little bit better. You know, we got the business out the way. Y'all, like he said, y'all tap in with them at Serve and at Crew. But, you know, this
follow them pages, too.
Yeah,
at Serve Memphis, at Crew Memphis. Make sure you follow both.
Make sure you tap in with them for sure. And shout out to my boy, Brown Lee. You know, it's all love, my boy. And Andy, man. Shout out to Andy, too, man. I gotta get Andy to come sit down with me, man. For real. Like I said, though, bro, this is Beyond the Clientele, man. So we get to know individuals a little more personal. So what I want you to do now, man, is tell me a few things, a list of things that you are beyond the clientele, beyond the promoter, the socialite, the hustler. You know what I'm saying?
I like to think I'm a family man, motivator, lover.
Yeah.
And by lover I mean lover as in, to me, if you don't lead with love, if you ain't showing love, then you really a hater.
I can dig it.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I mean when I say lover, man. Like, you know, I may not fuck with everybody or everything, but I mean, look, your journey, what you do, that's your business. But
it's all
when
love.
I speak to you, when I encounter people, I try to lead with love. You know what I'm saying?
No
try
doubt.
to lead with respect. So that's what I mean when I say lover. But lover, family man, like I say, a motivator. You know what I'm saying? I try to keep everybody motivated with my words and, you know, what I do, what I post, what they see. You know?
No doubt. I can dig it. No doubt. So, as a family man, you know, tell me a little bit about that, man. What does your family consist of? You know what I'm saying? As far as,
man,
you know,
the wife, my wife Chip, and my two kids, Colton, Dakota. So I got two kids, 11, and Dakota 5 basically. So 11 and 5.
Dig that.
Been married 3 years. Been with my wife almost 10. Be 10 in November. So. Yeah, man, you know, everything, it's a cliche thing to say, but everything I do it, you know what I'm saying, do it for them, make sure we straight.
No doubt, man. I love that, man. You know, I think one of the most powerful things a man can be, man, is a family man and a father, you know what I'm saying?
Facts, man. It get hard, it get hard sometimes.
For sure.
You go through things, but that's all the better things. Man.
Yeah, for sure, man. Well, look, you said, you know, whenever you said leading with love, that kind of hit home for me too. So, for an individual like yourself that has so many, should I say, acquaintances, you know what I'm saying? Because you're a socialite.
Yeah.
So you have to encounter so many people. Some you may know, some you don't know. Some you know just from seeing them so often. You know what I'm saying?
It's a lot.
How do you kind of navigate through that to know who's real, who's your friend, who's your associate, who's your customer, who's your, you know what I'm saying? How do you navigate through that as the individual you are, man?
Really, I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes it's kind of hard to blur. Like the lines get a little blurred. You know what I'm saying? But I think first of all, anybody you encounter, you know, I try to give them respect anyway.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, if you respect me, I'm gonna respect you. You know what I'm
doubt.
saying? You know, some people you see out, you just, you know, you shake their hand just by knowing them.
Yeah.
Like, you know who they are. You know, you show them love, shake their hand, speak to them, cool. But like, you know, then you got it's levels to it. Then you got like people, you know, they number may be in your phone. You know what I'm saying? Y'all done share, you know, different conversations. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Y'all may have did business together. Y'all may have just might talked about sports, just anything like, or y'all done known each other a long time
For a while, yeah.
So you fuck with them. So it's like, okay, they number may be in your phone, something like that.
Right.
And then you got, you know, friends, like people you consider friends. People I consider friends. People, I'll do something for you. I know you'll do something for me. You know what I'm saying? It's reciprocated.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like I don't go out with everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
A lot of times I either be by myself or you gonna see me with the same
crew of
people. Like I'll be with the same folks. Like I don't
like
really
that. Like that's the safety net. The people.
Yeah, I mean it's just not just on safety net. It's, you know, it's comfort. Like I know if something happened, I know
them.
Yeah, I know what they own. I know what they gonna do.
Yeah.
If something don't have, like I know people who ain't gonna do too much.
Yeah.
Who ain't gonna get too drunk. I ain't gonna have to take care of them at the end. It's a
I
lot of different variables.
So many variables
that go into it.
I get it.
So I just know. So them the people, you know, who I'll be comfortable, you know, going out with, traveling with.
Right,
you know
right.
I for damn sure don't travel with everybody. Like, and I travel with these same people
every time.
Every time. You are not gonna catch me traveling with different like people. My wife a little bit more lenient than me, but me.
You ain't going.
I'm traveling with the same people over with. So that's what all this. It's levels.
So you just navigate based off the level.
I'm an energy person.
Okay.
So whatever you give me, you know, I'm gonna give you, and I'm a good judge of character, so I can tell when something's genuine, or not. Like I can use you for an example. We done met. But we didn't just met being out.
Cross the paths.
But when we see each other,
energy,
it's love. It's good energy. When we speak, we always embrace.
Yeah.
What's up, big dog?
What's
straight?
up?
Good.
Real shit.
And I don't even remember what we met. I think we met, Blow? Was it Blow days?
Man, don't make me remember.
I think it's Blow.
Don't make me.
I think I remember.
But I've been in
tune
tune with you probably before that.
For real?
I've been in tune. You know how, just like you said, in passing.
Yeah. Now seeing you for sure.
Same network.
But I remember that energy like started speaking. I remember that specifically from Blow.
I'm gonna take your word.
So when you be like, man, hey, man, dude, cool.
Yeah.
Then I found out who your daughter was. I'm like, damn, that's okay.
Yeah.
All around. You know what I'm saying? It just come back
full circle. That's how it be,
it's
man.
all love for sure.
I love that, man. So tell me, D-Nice, what part of town, where you from originally and grew up at?
You could say grew up Whitehaven.
Whitehaven.
Yeah.
Okay. High school you graduated from?
I went to Whitehaven. Yep.
Okay.
I lived in Whitehaven. I was born in South Memphis, but I lived in Whitehaven like most of my childhood, and then I moved to East Memphis in 8th grade.
Okay.
But I still went to school in Whitehaven.
Okay.
But still went to Havenview, still went to Whitehaven.
Okay. You just kind of relocated as far as you're living, but you still was going to school.
My mom was still taking me to school at Whitehaven every day. I wasn't going to no other school but Whitehaven.
You was like, nah, we got you.
I couldn't go nowhere else.
And did your mama understand that?
Yeah, she understood. And my mama went to Fairleigh.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
she locked
mama
in
went
too.
to Fairleigh.
She locked in too.
She knew I wasn't going to Fairleigh.
Yeah.
Me, my brother, my uncle, we all went to Whitehaven.
That was my next question. You got siblings?
Yeah, I got a baby brother. We 10 years apart.
Okay.
And then I got a brother that's my age. We 4 months apart.
Okay. So this must be your father's.
Yeah, my father's son. Okay. We graduated. We graduated together. We met in 8th grade and then just
dig that.
You know what I'm saying? That's my best friend. That's my number one. Like best friend. That's what he know everything. He know where the body's buried. He know everything.
Dig that. I like that, man. I call that almost twins, man.
Yeah.
I got two daughters.
We call each other ghetto twins. Yeah, we say ghetto twins.
Ghetto
for sure.
twins.
We ghetto twins.
I got two
for sure.
daughters actually 4 months apart too, man.
Yeah.
They the almost twins of the family.
Yeah, and then I got other siblings on my father's side, but
Yeah.
I don't.
You ain't in tune with them.
Yeah, I'm not in tune with them like
Okay.
I am my two brothers.
I dig it.
Yeah.
I dig
So,
it.
but my
man.
mama, she only had just me and my baby brother.
Yeah.
Like I said, we 10 years apart. So
Okay, so tell me, man, how was your household growing up with you and your little brother? I know that's with that type of time. I got my little sister. I'm probably 12 and a half years older than her. My little
same
sister.
house though.
Same house, yeah. So and I also had two siblings that I lost in the house fire as a kid at 13.
Man, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah. I lost two
At
little
13?
sisters. I was 13.
Crazy.
They were 8 and 5, bro. Yeah. So that's just another experience, man. That's part of the reason I created this platform. You know what I'm saying? So you can get to know people beyond what you think you know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And my story is so, man.
Cause you're not from here, right?
No, I'm not from
Okay,
here.
for sure.
I'm from Illinois.
Okay, what
Yeah,
part? I got family in Illinois.
Man, I'm really from all over, but I graduated high school in Southern Illinois in a town called Cairo, man.
Okay, I got
Yeah.
family in East St. Louis.
Oh, East St. Yeah, I got family there.
East
That's where
St.
my
Louis.
daddy from.
I know, but that's Illinois. That ain't Missouri.
That ain't Missouri.
Yeah, my
you
family
know,
cities,
yeah.
they on my
Oh,
ass.
they gonna
man.
make
They
sure
don't
you
play
know.
that.
Yeah, it's like West Memphis and Memphis.
Exactly.
Nigga,
Yeah,
I'm from Memphis.
they don't
I ain't
play
from
that.
West Memphis. That's
I'm
how
in
it is.
St. Louis. No, you in East St. Louis.
East St.
So
They-
I had
yeah.
to, okay. For
Oh,
sure.
and that's a big deal out there. Like,
Yeah, for real. They don't play that
play
shit.
about that
Like my
shit.
cousins, aunties, they do not play that shit.
Yeah.
You are not
we-
in St. Louis.
Man,
You are in
618 and 314.
Yeah, you are in
know
East
the
St.
difference.
Louis.
For real, bro. So, man, but I grew up in Illinois, man. Like I said, it was 4 of us. I lost 2 in a house fire at the age of 13. My little sister that's 12 years younger than me, she was in it too, but she made it out.
Sure.
But I wanted to ask you, man, how was your household growing up? Like with a brother 10 years old, y'all kind of the distance, it kind of separates you a little bit, but y'all still in the same house. So,
Yeah.
so how was your upbringing, man?
It was pretty. It was cool. It wasn't bad. I was blessed. I was fortunate for sure. You know what I'm saying? My mama always like. I ain't gonna lie. I don't have a struggle story.
You don't have
You know
that.
what I'm saying? I have like certain parts of my life, but man, my mama, looking at it now, my mama was just making me a man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Single mother. Always made shit happen.
Yeah.
Always. Never did make it happen. Always defied the odds. Always handled shit. You know what I'm saying? But it was cool, man. My mama wasn't strict, nothing like
For
that.
real.
You know what I'm saying? We bumped heads a lot, but we bumped heads just because my mama crazy. So I'm real. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little bit shit. I'm a little bit more, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, mama
I
ain't
try to
going.
be. Yeah, my mama ain't going.
Ain't going.
Man, for nothing.
0 tolerance.
0. Like, I'm talking about,
Yeah.
she the definition.
Yeah,
0.
you got me fucked
Yeah,
up.
she don't play that shit at all. So she wasn't strict, but
She wasn't going
Yeah,
either.
she wasn't going at all. So it was cool. I never had a curfew, nothing like that. But I ain't never buck either. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't never a smoker.
She allowed you to. She trusted you and allowed you to be you.
I think you have to ask her this part, but I think I proved myself to be a
good
decent
kid.
kid.
Yeah.
Like I said, I wasn't a smoker.
Uh-huh.
I wasn't a fight. I wasn't getting in trouble in school.
Okay.
Most I used to do in school, talk too much, talk some shit.
Yeah.
Little shit
Yeah,
like that.
the regular shit.
Yeah,
Everyday shit.
Nothing to make her, be at school every day.
I
and
dig it.
Nothing like that. And then my little brother, we 10 years apart. We was in the house at the same time for a while, but me and him like to make the joke that, we had 2 totally different upbringings.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? My mama was trying to get it when she, you know what I'm saying, when I
With
was
you.
younger. My mama didn't cook dinner.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. But when my brother
Yeah, she was a
got
different
older,
woman.
yeah,
She evolved.
yeah,
She
exactly.
evolved into a different woman.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She had got remarried.
Yeah.
Like later, a little later in his life, like probably like beginning of his high school, kind of end of middle school. I don't remember the exact time, but yeah, she was turning into something else.
Yeah, evolution is key.
So we always say we had two different childhoods.
Yeah, that's my mama, but she
for
a different mama for you.
Yeah.
My kids experienced that too because I became a father at 16. You know, what I'm saying?
My mama she got pregnant when she was 17, had me when she was 18.
18, yeah.
First time she did anything.
Yeah.
Got pregnant.
See, that's the experience. My kids, so my oldest, you know, she see a difference in my upbringing to my youngest. But it's just natural. That's just the way of life. You know, you evolve.
Like you said, evolving. Learn.
Yeah,
I mean, you learn.
Learning as you go. Ain't no blueprint to this shit.
Facts. And I've been at my mama's house since I was 18.
Yeah.
I ain't lived.
You dipped out.
Yeah. When
I
went to college,
16.
when I went to college, came back home. I came back home for maybe 4 or 5 months.
Yeah, just to get
and
ready.
Then I got an apartment. Then I got an
yeah.
apartment. I was out of there. I ain't been back.
I can dig it. I can
out
dig
of
it.
there.
Well, look, man, this is what I want to do, man. I want to get into a segment. I like to call it impact by decade, right?
Okay.
So what that is, you basically share an impactful moment that you had in life that molded you into the man you are today, that still sticks with you, is still part of who you are. You know what I'm saying? But I want you to do that by decade. So we starting the 1 to 10-year-old D-Nice, 10 to 20-year-old D-Nice, 20 to 30. How old are you now, D-Nice?
37.
37. So we we got 3 decades to work on.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we gonna take you all the way back, man, to the 1 to 10-year-old D-Nice, man. Tell me an impactful moment that molded you into the man you are today.
Man, 1 to 10, I'm gonna say
little boy type shit.
I'm gonna say living with my grandma.
Okay.
I'm gonna say living with my grandma. Me and my mama, we always when I was younger, we always lived with my grandma. So you know what I'm saying, my grandma taught me a lot. She taught me a lot without even trying to.
Just being in her presence.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she was a good man. My grandma was a hustler. My grandma was hardworking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But my grandma knew how to get it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She was cool. She was funny. She was a cigarette smoker, a cusser, a shit talker. So I definitely say living. And then my mama was working a lot. So yeah, I'll say living with my grandma was impactful.
So when you were with your grandmother, your mom basically going to work. Grandma pretty much raising you in that time. Like, you getting a lot of your qualities and morals from her.
Yeah, at that age,
for
sure.
Age,
yeah,
at
that
know
age for sure. Yeah, me and my mama, we got different recollections of it, but we laugh about it and joke about it
for real
all the time. Yeah, because what I thought she was doing when I was younger, she say she wasn't doing. So we trip about
funny.
it.
That's funny.
It's crazy as hell. But.
So basically, just the presence and the input from your grandmother was the impact.
Facts.
Basically, you know what I'm saying? That short,
sure.
in that little 1 to 10. Okay. Well, we going into that 10 to 20. You get a lot of milestones in that window from becoming a teenager. You know what I'm saying? Going into high school, you got so many milestones that happen in there, but sure, an impactful moment or impactful time during that time that really stuck with you and made you who you are today. You know what I'm saying?
I'll say me and my brother.
That sound that I can imagine that.
Yeah, me and my brother. Well, I'll say re-meeting because we met when we were younger, like real younger,
like little boys.
Yeah, but I always remembered that, but it was just in the back of my mind. But like us going to the same school and teachers asking us, did we have a relative on the hallway? We like, nah, we got the same last name. Odd last name, ain't a common last name at all. So the teacher asked me, asked him, we on the same hallway, but we in 2 different homerooms. So the teacher asked him, like, hey, you got a cousin or something go here? My brother like, nah. I got an uncle go here, but his last name different. So she asked me like, "Hey, you got a cousin or something go here?" I'm like, "Nah." Why you asked that? She said, "Cause I got 2, y'all last name, and that ain't a common last name.
Okay.
I didn't even know about my uncle, so I didn't say I had. I'm like, nah, I ain't got no.
Okay, so this is the uncle is your dad's brother.
Yep. No, yeah, my uncle, and my dad, but all the same age.
All y'all the same
All us
age.
graduated together. All that.
Okay.
Even though he more like a brother to us.
I know the feeling. I got the same type in my life. Yeah, I like that too.
That's my daddy's real brother.
Little brother. Okay.
Yeah. So meeting them changed my life.
For real.
Like, meeting them in 8th grade, like I was at a new school. You know what I'm saying? I had a couple. I can't even say I had. By that time I probably had made a couple friends like in my class, but none too much. But man, them meeting them, and I had already knew my uncle because we lived in the same apartments. I just didn't know he was my uncle.
Really?
That's how I ended up meeting my brother. I didn't know he was my uncle. So I spoke to him one day. Getting a ride home from school, spoke to him at the window, kid.
The uncle.
Yeah, what's up? What's up, Travis?
Yeah.
And my mama looked at me, she said, you know who that is? I said, yeah, that's Travis, he live in apartments. She's like, nah, the other boy. I said, nah, who is that? Like, how you know him? Like, who's that? She's like, that's your brother.
You got to be fucking kidding.
I swear. Never forget it, she did a U-turn, middle of the street.
That's
Did U-turn, we pulled up to the driveway, got out the car. My granddaddy knew who I was. As soon as I got the car, knew who my mama was, knew who I was, spoke. He asked my brother, you know who that is? He said, yeah, that's DeAndre.
Yeah.
We ain't seen each other in school, though.
Y'all hadn't even crossed paths.
But we on the same hallway.
Wow.
Same grade, same hall. But we ain't seen each other.
Yeah.
Cool. And I ain't gonna lie, I don't know if I would have saw him, I would have knew.
Yeah, like
I would have knew, man, he probably look a little familiar, but, seen Travis, spoke to Travis, all that, but. And then my granddaddy said, he need to start coming over here after school.
I heard that, granddad.
So the next day, that was my new routine. Instead of my mama leaving work coming to get me, I'll walk home with my brother, with my uncle, walk home, and she'll pick me up when she get out of work. So I spent afternoons over there I spent every day with my brother until I went to college.
That's powerful.
Every single day, weekend and all.
Yeah.
So
shout out to Grandpa on that one.
Shout out to R.I.P. Granddad.
Shout out, man. Rest in peace to him, man.
For
My
sure.
condolences. But that was powerful for him to even say that and put that in play. And shout out to your mom for receiving it, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was powerful, man, because that I know for a fact that makes a big difference in a young man's life.
Man, having a brother your age,
man, that's beautiful.
Man, and then at that point,
Y'all
everything we did together.
Yeah, y'all locked.
Me, my brother, like I said, my brother and my uncle.
Y'all like three brothers for real.
Yeah, and then we got other friends we grew up with, but and that's why all us close, because I really done known them the same amount of time as I know my brother and my uncle. So we all
tight
close.
knit.
Like, yeah, we all family.
That's what's up, man. That's a beautiful thing right there, bro. For real. So, man, whenever you come up out of a situation like that, how did what do you remember? Like, how can I put it? Do you remember where it took you mentally? Because I know. I'm sure confidence, everything goes up a notch in that type of element. I feel whenever you cross paths with your people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So now it's like it changed your whole perspective of going to school, I would think.
Yeah, it made being at a new school more exciting.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he was introducing me to people.
Cause he been with these people.
Yeah, because he been with them folks.
Yeah.
Like he had been with them, I think, a year and a half, because I believe he came to Havenview like middle of 6th grade or something like that. Mm-hmm. And then his mom passed going to 7th grade, I believe, if I ain't mistaken. So he had new people already.
Yeah.
So he was introducing me to people. I remember that day, we went to a football game after school.
Yeah.
He introduced me to his girlfriend. Then his girlfriend introduced me to her friends.
Yeah.
It's Cameron brother, y'all.
Yeah,
Cameron got a brother.
Okay.
Like, blah, blah, blah. Like, y'all real brothers? I ain't like stuff like this. So it set us up for life though.
For life, yeah.
It was a lot, but it was really easy.
That's beautiful, bro. So where was your dad in this element here?
He was around.
He was around.
Yeah, he was around. So my brother lived with his parents.
Okay.
So he was around. Now we didn't have much of a relationship before then, but when I started coming around, we
y'all locked in. Okay, I get it.
We developed a relationship, man. If you be around like me, my brother, my pops, you wouldn't be able to tell that we
y'all
grew
wasn't
up.
always together.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to tell that.
Hey, it's like that. I'm like that with my pops.
We talk shit. We talk about sports.
Yeah,
Me and my
yeah.
pop, we talk about wrestling. Like, it's different. So you wouldn't be able to tell, but yeah, he was around.
That's what's
saying?
up, man.
He was around.
It's crazy you say that. Like I said, me and my pops like that, man. My pops, I didn't really meet my pops, like you said, officially, where I knew it and remember till after my sister passed. I was like 13, right? And funny,
same time, 8th grade.
8th grade, like 13, yup. And it's crazy that you say that though, because recently my wife said to me, because she, since we've been together, me and my pops been locked in or whatever. So recently she found out that I wasn't always around him, and she was like, "Your daddy wasn't around."
She can't tell.
She couldn't even tell. And then I'm talking about our mannerisms, we talking shit.
Yeah.
It's like the personality.
You can't say that he didn't raise you.
Man, you can't tell.
You can't tell that.
For real. She was literally like, for real. And I'm like, yeah, man, my daddy probably 13 going on 14. She was like,
crazy.
I can't believe that. Like, she just how we click and how we locked in. And then she able to just sit and be around him and be like, nigga, you just like your daddy.
That's genuine though.
Yeah, that's that blood.
That's
that blood that just in you running through you. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy that when you said it though.
Yeah, we got work to do, but it's all good. I always say, man, the greatest gift my pops ever gave me was my brother.
No doubt.
That's the greatest gift I could have ever got. My brother and my uncle.
And your uncle.
And I had a father figure. You know what I'm saying? My mama was with somebody from me being in 8th grade till a little bit before I moved back from college.
Okay.
So he was my father.
He led well. He did his thing. Yeah.
So he taught me, man, in a short, in like about a six, 7 year span. He taught me a lot.
That's what's up.
Taught me a whole lot. That's how long he was like in the house with us, but like until he passed, he was still.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? We didn't talk every day. We didn't talk a whole lot, but he always
stayed in touch with you.
Kept in contact with me. Always wanted me to tap in. Always wanted me to pull up and see him, holler at him.
That's what's up.
So we was locked in for sure until he passed.
That's what's up, bro.
R.I.P. Fat Mac Rat from the Haven.
Yeah. Dig that. R.I.P. to that brother, man. Hey, so boom, we merging on up. 8th grade. You done locked in with your brothers and your brother and your uncle. And your grandpa too, because did you know him? Did you know him? You knew him. You just didn't know them. Okay.
No, I didn't. I met him when I met them.
Okay.
But me and my granddaddy.
Yeah.
Me and my granddaddy instantly like I clicked with my granddaddy. Like me and my granddaddy immediately made me feel like
his grandson.
Yeah, he made me immediately feel like his grandson. My grandparents, they definitely. They didn't. It didn't feel. Of course, it was adjustment. You know, they getting to know me getting to know them. But they treated me like their grandchild.
Like you had been there.
So, yeah. So it's all.
It was always
all love.
That's what's up, man. So you spoke about a few losses during this conversation. You said your I'll call him your stepfather.
Yeah,
like he stepped
my
up.
stepdad. Yeah.
So you lost him. Then you spoke on somebody else.
My granddaddy recently he recently passed. My stepdaddy died Christmas Day 2021 or 2021. I believe
2020 was the pandemic year.
Yeah, so I think it was. Yeah, I think he died Christmas Day, 2020. And my granddaddy just recently passed, like a couple years ago.
Okay.
So I lost a son in 2015.
Wow.
So
So
And,
that's in your next decade, right? So yeah.
Yes. No.
Oh, you still in your 20s then? 15. You said 2015.
Yep,
That's 10 years ago.
2015. Yeah, no, that's next decade, but
No,
0 to
10
20.
years ago.
Yeah, that's the next one.
No, you
You
36.
sure? 37.
Okay, no, I'm tripping. It's the
So,
next
yeah,
one.
it's the next one.
The
Yeah.
next one, next 20
Yeah,
to 30.
that,
Okay,
yeah.
my bad,
So
my bad. Yeah.
I lost the son too in 2015. So
Well, let's go there. Let's go to that next decade, brother, because that right there just hit my soul for real. I ain't gonna lie to you.
yeah,
That just hit me, man. I wouldn't expect you to say that, boy. It be hard whenever brothers sit down with me, or it's brothers or sisters, and they just hit me with, like, I done found out people that they mom had passed or something, and I be like,
Yeah,
bro,
man.
I didn't even know that about you. But
Yeah.
but let's get into it, man. Yo, next decade, man, 20 to 30, man. Now we gonna get to that, but is there anything prior to that happening that you experienced that you know?
20 to 30. I'll say that impacted me a lot. I'll say really. I started throwing parties when I was 18.
Okay.
But really, I was learning when I was learning for a long time. But from the when I moved back home from college, I was like 21.
Okay.
So really putting my foot down with this party shit, and learning and throwing some of the biggest parties the city done seen, like in memories that I had something to do with that people probably don't know. You know what I'm saying?
For real.
Yeah, Halloween at the Pink Palace. That's probably the most epic part I've ever been a part of.
For
You know
real.
what I'm saying? Yeah, level two, Silver Spoon, Plush, Fire and Ice, like just plenty of shit. Like when we really got here and started doing shit. So that impacted me for sure. Like really like putting my stamp on shit with this party shit, and then later on, you know, helping start Power Circle.
Okay.
And everything. So I definitely say, you know, that just really
Just
put my
basically
stamp, put my stamp on the shit in the party shit.
Yeah.
Because at that time, I believe it was impactful to me because that's when I really started to get my name.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So when at that point, at that time, like you said, you threw your first one around 18.
Yeah, I started doing bars at 18 in
left,
college.
Yeah, but when you left and came, I mean, this in college. So when you got here, where you go to college at?
I went to UT Chat.
UT Chat.
Yep.
So y'all turned up out there.
Yeah, man, these dudes, they was throwing parties on campus and they weren't Greek.
Okay.
So they had the best parties on campus. Shout out Whitlow, shout out Avon, shout out Vincent, shout out Bill too. They had parties on campus, but they were not Greek.
Right.
So, you know, on college, you know, the best parties on
Used
campus
to be the Greek.
It'd be the Alphas or the
Yeah,
Kappas or the Deltas or whatever. But it was them. And man, they and my roommate slash best friend in college, he cut her.
Okay.
So our room was the spot.
Yeah, everybody
So
come
our
get
room was the
chopped.
spot. Everybody come in and get chopped.
Yeah.
Especially you from Memphis.
Yeah.
You don't want no chat nigga cutting your hair. You want Memphis nigga cutting your hair. He know I need a taper.
Yeah, you
light
know what
tape
that
all
is.
around. So our room was the spot. Dope cons is swinging.
Yeah, because he booming out
Yeah,
there.
upperclassmen, freshmen, it don't matter.
Dig that.
Man, so they used to come to our room, get a haircut.
Okay.
And like you said in the beginning, we was having motion. You
Yeah,
know
that
what
what
I'm
it
saying, on
was.
campus. We was having motion on campus.
Y'all active.
So yeah, everybody knew what we was freshmen. It was a lot of us. We didn't know each other, but we was freshmen from Memphis. You know, a lot of us was, you know, we clicked up or whatever. So everybody used to come to my room, get their haircut.
Okay.
So dudes that threw the parties, they asked us one day, I don't know if they asked us to help set up. They asked us to do something. Because one of our homeboys that we had met, he had a T-shirt. I'm like, damn, where you get that T-shirt from? Them the niggas that throw the parties.
Okay.
He like, yeah, man, I helped them set up, and then they gave me one and let me in the party for free. So we was like, oh, shit. So
That's
we was
the
like,
easy
okay.
way to get
We was like, okay. So, you know, they came, got their haircut. So they like, y'all come to the party? And we like, yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? We'll help you set up. You know, we'll help you set up or whatever. Helped them set up. just stayed in the party. Cool.
G-Pass.
Yeah.
G-Pass.
So we was
right
already like, you know, like I said, having motion and shit. Everybody knew us on campus, upper class. Everybody knew us. Like, and so from there they asked like, hey man, y'all wanna get down with throwing parties? They asked all us, and we was like, yeah. And only like 2 of us took the shit serious.
Okay.
And
so this is basically your introduction into party promoting.
Facts. And 2 of us took it seriously. And moving forward, shit, I still throw parties, done worked in lounges, managed lounges, own promotion company, and my homeboy Art, DJ Artifacts, he done been on a couple world tours with artists and DJ. He done went from promoting to DJing. And so he done DJ for a couple artists. And like I said, he done been on a couple worldwide tours. He done DJ for Gotti.
That's what's up.
So yeah,
that's what's up.
So that was definitely impactful. And that, if I wouldn't have did that, Power Circle never would have came.
It would never came to fruition
at all.
So that's what's up, man. Damn, man, that's dope. That's dope. That's a dope start too, cause a lot of times you might pick up something in college, then you come back home and put it back down.
Facts, man. It went up 10 notches when we moved home.
Yeah, you like, oh, you knew
when
what to do.
When I moved home, it went up some notches. You know what I'm saying? And it taught me how to be an Indian.
Okay.
I wasn't running shit.
Yeah.
I was just, you know what I'm saying? I was just, man, mouth closed, ears and eyes open, bro.
Paying attention.
Just learning, paying attention, asking questions.
That's what's up.
Man, back when you had to really, it wasn't on social media, you had to really get out.
Put the
feet
flyer
to the pavement,
yeah.
flyers on the cars.
Yeah, all that action.
Fucking, man, you had to go to spot.
Yeah, anything,
rain,
time something
sleet,
jumping.
snow, sunny. Whenever something jumping,
you better be there.
You got a box of flyers, man. You gotta go in, show your face in the party, shake some hands.
Yep.
Then you go out, tag that lot,
go
to the next spot.
Yep.
Do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? You had to really
the way.
You had to really gain your
your
clientele. So yeah, that shit really taught me, man. It's easy now.
Yeah.
That shit easy.
It's easy just because you just put a flyer on.
Well, I ain't gonna say it's easy. It's easier.
It's easier. There you go. That's a better way to put it.
Back than what, you know.
Yeah,
what
it's
we used to
easier.
have to do to
yeah, nigga, like you said, nigga had to put his boots on the ground. Like they said,
you had to be seen.
You had to be moving and grooving.
It was a thing.
That's how you built. That's how you got your blue check.
Yeah, fact. Yeah, it wasn't no. I ain't going out the night. Nah, I'm talking about rain.
Yeah, you gotta
even
be
if you
out.
don't go out the party,
you gotta hit that
light.
You gotta hit the scene.
You gotta hit
sure.
that light, man.
For sure.
Wait till it let out. Pass out flyers
Catch
or whatever.
them,
Let people see you.
Yeah.
I'm like, come to the party tomorrow. Come to the party next week. Then you hitting the light. My party in fucking 2 weeks.
Yeah.
You got to, so every party from now to then,
you gotta be there. Yeah, you gotta hit that joint.
Yeah.
So then, cause you know they the ones who will be there.
Thanks. You gotta go to Census if it's 2 Fridays left for Census, you gotta go both Fridays.
Damn right.
2 Sundays for level 2. You gotta do this shit.
Damn right. So, that's real shit, man. Man, well, getting into this, what you just told me, man, you know, whatever you feel comfortable discussing or however you feel comfortable discussing it, man, that the tragedy, man,
my son?
Yeah, what happened with that, man?
Man, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I always say if it had to happen the way it did, I'm glad it happened like that. You know what I'm saying? He was born premature. Okay. So he only lived a couple hours.
Okay.
His heart rate kept going up and down, and the last time it went down, it never came back up.
So man, he didn't really suffer a long time.
Nah, I didn't. I didn't because, again, and they told us that if he would have survived it, that it was like an 81% chance that he would have lived with complications, and they gave us a list of possible complications that he would live with.
Yeah.
So, man, me knowing the kind of person I am, man, certain shit you can't avoid. Yeah. Whatever's gonna happen. But if it gotta happen, I'm glad it happened that way rather than me getting attached. Yeah. Even though I was attached already, it was my first kid.
Yeah.
I was excited.
I'm with
but
you.
Man, if it had to happen like that, I'd take that rather than, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm with you.
And that's what people was telling me. That's what my mom was telling me. Just people close to me, people around my grandma, my aunts. Yeah. You know, I'm not trying to say that he's gonna be replaced, but you can always make it.
some
Always
more
try
babies.
again.
Yes, yes.
You know, always try again.
And then
So,
you were what, about 25, 26?
I was 25. That's how old I was. I was 25.
Yeah.
Yep. It was Easter Sunday, 2015.
Ooh.
Easter Sunday.
Ain't that something,
Yep.
man?
Easter Sunday, 2015.
Well, my condolences, even though, like you said, I can imagine having my own children, man. I'm a father of 6, so I done, you know what I'm saying? I done watched them come out the womb quite a few times, right? But when
you strong.
Yeah. Oh, I birthed 6 of them into the world,
You
man.
ain't bullshitting, man.
Yeah. But they all grown now. You know what
All
I'm saying?
of them, all 6
all
of them?
of them grown.
Okay.
Everybody grown, 20 plus.
Out your pocket.
Out of my pocket. Hey, that's the beauty of it, I'll tell you.
Out your pocket.
Man, when they get out your pocket, boy, you can really celebrate, man.
I don't know if mine gonna ever. It feel like they ain't gonna never be out my pocket.
You got to set them up for it.
Okay, so
when you set them up for it, they'll get out of it. You gonna always
I'll
be
take
there
all
for
the
them.
advice I can get.
Yeah, just set them up for it.
For sure.
Yeah, they ain't gonna want to be in your pocket. If you set them up right, they gonna be like, hell no, I'm straight, Dad. If you set them up right.
Ooh, okay.
But if you don't set them up right, boy, they ain't gonna get out that motherfucking pocket, boy, for real.
Set them up right.
Yeah, you gotta set them up right mentally. You gotta set them up mentally. Yeah,
set them up right.
Yeah, you gotta set them up right. Cause see, my kids, man, they it's like this the last thing they really want to do is be in my pocket.
Oh, that's lying.
You know what I'm saying? They like, nah, cause I raised them with the mentality to be that go getter themselves.
Yeah, that's lying.
You know what I'm saying? But they come if they need me. They know they can.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But for the most part,
you ain't first resort. You last.
I'm last.
You ain't first. You ain't first option. You last resort.
Yeah,
say no more.
No doubt. That's a good way to put it. That's really how they are. And then I'm the father of 6 daughters, and include my stepdaughter and one son.
Wait.
Yeah,
you got all girls,
bruh.
No son.
Let me give you. I got one son, but it's like
Shit,
I had no
number. He had number.
Nah, it's like I had no son because his mom took him away at 4. So,
shit.
That's a whole nother episode.
Yeah, I got you.
But let me give you a quick rundown, bro. Real quick rundown about who J1 is, man.
6 girls.
I got 6 daughters and 1 son. I came to Memphis in 2001 at 23, going on 24, with custody of 4 of my daughters, bro. And
that's a lot there.
That's a lot. At 23, turning 24.
Dakotas, man.
Come on, man. Now, reason I had custody of them, I'm coming out the military. I had just lost my first wife to cancer.
Thank you for your service.
Man, for sure.
Sorry to hear about your loss.
Yeah. So I come here with getting out the military, custody of 4 of my daughters, 7, 5, 3, and 1.
Damn, 1, 3, 5.
You heard
1, 3, 5, 6.
Yeah. So imagine that. That's why I'm hard on when a young man act like they can't get it together. I'm like, nah, you can't.
Yeah, you don't want to hear this shit.
Yeah, I don't want to hear that shit,
hear
period.
shit
Man. I'm talking about, bruh, at 20, 23, 24, you can get it together. I did. So I'm big on that. But that's how I ended up in Memphis, man. I hit Memphis, hit the ground running, man. Started raising them. I tapped into the music scene. I had a recording studio. Man, I done recorded some of the best stuff from Miscellaneous, Lil Chat. Man, I'm Choosy. I don't know if you remember her, Choosy, she got murdered downtown. Man, I was really tapped in on the underground music scene.
Yeah.
From the Young D's, all these Yo Gotti, all of them back during the element of that grind. Fast forward, the music didn't take off for me. I merged into the barber game. During the barber time, I end up, I was already on the scene club and kicking it.
Yeah.
During my barber career, I worked at Wook Shop right next to Silver Spoon.
Mm-hmm.
Met my wife in the process during that time. Actually, I met her shortly before that.
Damn, how you met your wife at Silver Spoon?
No. I just met her during that time. But
okay.
I was working at Styles.
I met my wife at Silver Spoon. That's why
For real?
I was like, damn.
Yeah. No. I don't know if you know Club Mark. You know Mark?
Yeah.
Club Mark used to be on the shirt.
Club Mark, yeah. Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
I met her at one of his parties.
Okay.
I met her at one of his parties. That's how me and my wife met at one of his parties. Okay. But tapped into the barber scene, tapped into the club scene, and that's really how I kind of networked into the Memphis,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, society, I guess, or the social life of Memphis, you know what I'm saying. But it started with the music. Man, I came here with a real campaign, man. I'm talking about, like you talking about promoting the parties. I had a Yukon and a Cadillac Escalade, no, a Tahoe and a Cadillac Escalade. Had the Magnets with J1 Productions.
Yeah.
Bottom to the Top Entertainment Recording Studio.
Yeah.
Tapped in with Randy Parson, Don Tripp. I've been knowing Don Tripp before he even got out of high school.
For sure.
So I would LC and them, Sweat the Track, him and Chicken. Just a lot of the underground music scene is how I really.
That's when being somebody was real different.
Man, it was different.
If somebody knew you back then,
Yes,
they really knew you for something.
I'm talking about like I said,
real talk.
Your blue check.
Yeah.
Came a whole nother
Facts.
way. You got verified a whole nother way, bro.
And you didn't buy it.
Man, you didn't buy it. You couldn't.
You couldn't.
Man, it wasn't even for sale back then. Man,
real.
you had to be tapped in,
For
man.
real.
So that's really where I tapped in at, bro. And so once I got into the social scene, the barber scene, I worked at one of the hottest spots, the hottest barber shops in the East. I worked at Heads Up.
Okay.
I don't know if you know about Heads Up. Right there, that was right around the corner from Silver Spoon, right there across from the car wash.
Yeah.
Man, that was off the chain. You know what I'm saying? Heads Up. So I always somehow made it into the element of the who's who.
Yeah.
And the network of who's who, man. So that's kind of how I got my footsteps in the city, you know what I'm saying? Being from Illinois. You know what I'm saying? So that was a real part of my transition into where I am now, was just being in those elements. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Real talk. So, but back to you, man. With losing your son, even though we understand that it wasn't a long time that you had with him, but I'm sure that you didn't expect that to happen.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying?
I was prepping.
Yeah, you prepping for life.
I was preparing. So,
Yeah,
like
so
I said, that's why I said if it had to happen.
Yeah. It's best that it happened like that.
for
I'm
sure.
with you. Because like I said, I done watched mine come out. My son was a preemie. He came 4 months early.
Okay.
My nephew was a preemie. He came probably about 5 months early.
Yeah, see his respiratory system didn't have a time to build.
To
so
really
he was,
develop.
He was real small. He was only 1 pound.
Yeah.
He was real small. So they had already told us before he came out, they was like, well, hey,
It's
these
finna
are
be
your
tough.
chances.
Yeah.
And then, they was real good with prepping us for what could happen. They would, they told us all our options or whatever, and we was just, do whatever you got to do until you can't do it no more.
That's beautiful.
You know what I'm saying?
That's beautiful.
Yeah. And then later, I waited a while to have kids again. To have a daughter again.
So was that consciously? You did that consciously?
Yes and no, because my son is not biologically mine.
Okay.
So I've been with my wife since he was 1.
Okay.
And he 11 now.
Yeah.
So he mine, but
I'm with
he's
you.
not biologically
So you
mine,
basically was able to step up to the plate as a father.
Yeah.
Even though you didn't have your own at that time.
And I moved into the father figure role for him, and it was just easy. It was easy. One force.
Came natural.
Yeah, I treated him like my stepdaddy treated me.
I can dig it.
Like my stepdaddy never forced nothing on me.
Yeah.
He never. My stepdaddy was the coolest, funniest, most chill dude ever. Like my stepdad never got mad.
For real.
It took a lot to piss him off. He was always talking shit, always making jokes. He was just a cool nigga. He was just
And
a
then
cool
you wasn't
dude.
even a bad kid.
Yeah,
What you
so
said
he was,
already. Yeah.
My little brother used to get ass and blue.
He got that ass
But
in.
me, I was just cool. My brother, my uncle, our partner P, my partner Ryan, like all us, we was just some cool dudes.
Cool,
bro.
cool cat.
And so my stepdaddy, he used to see us, he'll fuck with us a little bit. We'll shoot dice with him under the carport.
Yeah.
Little shit like that.
Yeah, cool shit.
Y'all niggas put your money down.
Put your money
Get
up.
y'all right.
Yeah,
I used to try to have that attitude, with
your
culture,
son,
you know what I'm saying? But one thing I like, we ain't never said, we used to say bonus son and all this shit, but that little nigga, he mine.
That's yours, yeah.
I pay for him like he mine. I
You
take care of him.
right.
So, with me dealing with, his mom, I was like, okay, I don't got to be in a rush to have a kid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you have one, but
right.
I'm not, and luckily she was on the same.
Yeah, because she was cool with having him.
Because truth be told, she always told me she would not have wanted another child if she wouldn't have got with me. She knew I wanted one.
Yeah,
but she was content with just having him.
Like,
you
I'm
know
cool
what I'm saying?
with one.
She was cool with it.
Yeah.
But I wanted a child. So I always wanted a boy and a girl.
Right.
So I had a boy.
Yeah.
And we had already made up in our head, like, man, look, if we don't work out, it's still gonna be my little nigga. You know what I'm saying?
I'm locked in.
Cause my stepdad was like that.
Yeah,
if my mama didn't work out,
I ain't going
but him and
nowhere.
my mama was still
cordial and cool. Yeah.
I don't believe they ever had no real
fight.
issues.
Yeah, they just didn't work out.
And he still fucked with me and my little brother.
That's
Fucked
beautiful.
with him. He was just like me. He ain't had no kids.
Yeah.
He ended up having kids later.
Really?
Yeah, but my stepdaddy, when he was with my mom, he ain't had no kids.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? When he died, and he was like, oh well, kids. He survived by. We were two of the kids that he considered us his children.
That's dope.
So I always said, man, look, if we after so much time went by, if we don't work out.
Yeah, I ain't going nowhere.
That's still gonna be my.
Yeah, I got him for life.
He don't call me daddy, but
yeah,
I mean, if you ask him, what's
who
your
his dad is, he gonna say
he gonna say DNice.
Yeah.
Or you know what I'm saying. So it's
but that's crazy because I don't call my stepfather daddy. He been with my mama for 30,
man, that's crazy.
40 years probably. Yeah,
man. I was when he was coming up. I always made it known like, hey man,
whatever you feel.
I'm your bonus daddy, but you got a daddy.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And he knows his daddy. Like he'll tell you without you telling him. We ain't never coached him. No, I got two daddies.
Yeah.
What's your daddy name? He'd be like, my daddy name DNice. My other daddy name.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And then his daddy credit. Me and his dad ain't never had the issue either.
Yeah, it's understood.
His daddy tell me, man, you his daddy.
Yeah, real talk.
You know what I'm saying? He ain't never, Father's Day. He used to hit me at Father's Day.
Yeah, that's beautiful,
so it's
man.
just, and so later on, I was like, okay, we want to have a baby.
And y'all came on. Yeah.
Nah, we didn't. We were trying. Shit wasn't working.
Oh yeah.
Shit wasn't working. And then we stopped trying.
And boom.
And about a year later.
There you go.
She told me she was pregnant. I said, shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, I got to have a girl.
That's how the universe works.
I got to have a girl.
Yeah, the universe
so we can be
like
done.
That. Yeah.
Had a girl.
That's beautiful, man. That's a beautiful story right there. How old is your daughter?
She'll be 5 in June.
Okay, so you had her about 30?
Yeah, I had her at 30.
Okay, so about 5
30,
years.
and I had her
29, 30?
I had her at 31.
31, yeah, because you said you were 36.
37, yeah, I had her at
37, okay.
No, 32.
32.
I had it 32.
Okay, yeah, 32.
I had it 32.
So that was, and I was counting that based off how much time you had to grieve, the process of, you know what I'm saying, going through that. And I wanted to ask you, like, by you going through losing your son, did you have like a fear, or were you content, like you felt comfortable?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
Again?
Yeah, I had a fear because health is,
man, at
that point, man. When you have kids, you like, okay, I just want them healthy.
That's all. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. You get to that point. I just want them healthy.
Yeah, okay.
So yeah, I was scared and skeptical. You know what I'm saying? Because like, man, when my wife was pregnant, and she was pregnant during the pandemic.
Really?
So.
You
extra, like, look,
man, look,
stress level, calm down, chill out,
baby. Yeah.
Whatever you need,
man,
whatever we can do to make your pregnancy as easy and smooth as possible. Yeah, that's what we gonna do.
That's beautiful.
I went throwing parties and shit because it was during the pandemic.
Oh yeah. So you chilling, you at the crib. Oh yeah,
so at home.
So that's beautiful.
It was cool.
Yeah, so wear your mask around this motherfucker. No extra bullshit.
I hated that shit.
You did?
I hated that shit.
Yeah, that shit.
I'm big guy. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't breathe that fucking mask. I hated it.
I
hated that fucking mask. Dog.
For real, man.
But we was in it was a smooth. That's what got scary.
Right.
The pandemic.
Yeah.
But like her being pregnant, I want that fearful. You know what I'm saying? Because I know how I am, man. Look, whatever's gonna make it easy on you.
Yeah.
We can't stress you out. less arguing is possible. Less going back and forth.
I ain't gonna make you mad at all.
Yeah, and if you make me mad,
I'm leaving
I'ma
out
eat
the
it
room.
up,
I'm going.
I'm just going whatever.
Room, yeah.
But when the pandemic happened, man, you got to worry about all this other shit. So that got scary, and then we end up fucking getting COVID in the hospital.
Oh my God.
Dakota didn't get it though, but we got it
During the time having the baby.
Yeah,
For
in
real?
the hospital. Tested negative when we got there. Left, started showing a few symptoms. Got tested. We was both of us positive. My son didn't get it.
He didn't get it.
He ain't never get it. But me and my wife got it twice.
Ooh,
but
it didn't do you bad.
No, it didn't. My wife, the second time, I believe, did a little bad. Second time, mine did me worse than the first time.
Really?
But only thing I couldn't do that first time, couldn't taste, couldn't smell.
Really? See, that's what happened with my
I didn't have
wife.
a bad cough, nothing like that. I just couldn't taste, couldn't smell.
We had it. We both had it one time. She had it. She had the no smell, no taste.
Man, trying to eat when you can't smell and taste the worst shit
crazy.
ever, dog.
I can imagine.
That is the worst shit.
I was so glad
you basically
that
eat for no reason.
Yeah, you can't even taste.
You eat for
shit.
nothing.
Yeah, you can't even enjoy this
Man,
shit.
when I remember eating a fruit snack and I tasted it a little bit, I said, "Oh shit, my taste
is coming back.
It's coming back."
Yeah,
I said, I tasted a little bit. A fucking fruit snack, dog. You so excited. I'm like, hey. I said, Chip, my shit coming back, dog. She like, how you know? I said,
I can taste
I ate a
this
fruit
shit.
snack.
Hey, that's beautiful.
I fucking tasted.
That's funny as
Man,
hell.
shit, bruh.
Yeah, my wife lost hers. But look, I'm going to tell you the crazy shit I had. I only got tested because she had lost her taste and smell. So we both went and got tested. Man, them folks said I had it. I had been out in the yard cutting grass. I'm doing everything.
So you didn't feel like it.
I ain't feel.
That's what I got. I got
bro.
tested because my wife had symptoms.
Yeah.
And we was just coming from the hospital. So the only people we've seen other than the nurses is each other.
Ooh.
So hey, let's just take it to be safe. We had to take Dakota. I think my son was with her mom. We had to take Dakota. Dakota literally, I'm not bullshit. Dakota a couple weeks old.
Yeah, she a little.
We gotta
bitty
take
baby.
Dakota to the fucking COVID line. You remember them long
Yeah,
ass
the
COVID
line in
line?
the car. Yeah.
Man, we gotta take Dakota, sit in the COVID line.
Ooh,
Man, but she was good. It wasn't that bad.
That's
wasn't
good.
that bad.
Yeah. Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Man, we had to take her through the COVID line. We get tested. Cool. Both of us got it.
Yeah.
We like, shit. Dakota got to go back for her doctor's appointment. They test her for it. She don't got it.
She good.
So we like, oh.
Yeah, we fuck us.
We
We
lit.
don't give a
Yeah,
damn.
fuck us.
Yeah,
She good.
She good.
Man, my mama and them, well, bring her over here. No. My
Yeah,
wife
it's
wasn't
hard.
going for this.
Yeah, it's hard to separate now. We'll wear our masks.
She gonna
now.
stay right here.
Yeah.
And I believe at that point, man, you remember they were saying kids was newborns was somewhat immune to
Somewhat
it.
immune,
It was
yeah.
something they said that was immune
Yeah,
to it or whatever.
yeah.
So, man, she never got it.
Man,
she never
that's
was
beautiful.
man, none of that.
That's
And,
beautiful.
man, by grace of God, it was all so that scared me, but man, when we got through
Once
when we
she
got
left
through
home from the
COVID,
hospital,
yeah.
you knew it was all
yeah,
good.
when we
You
got
was
through
like,
COVID, yeah, we was
smooth
we was
sailing.
good. When we got through having COVID, I mean.
Yeah.
we was good.
Smooth
Yeah,
sailing.
we was straight.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Well, that's a beautiful situation to be able to, to find. First of all, find a woman that you want to have a child with, and then to get with her and y'all build up to that point, and then y'all have one, and everything come out good.
Yeah, man.
Blessings to that,
it's
bro.
cool, man. I'm thankful. I'm thankful. I got the mother of my children that I do, because you see horror stories, you hear horror stories, and it's just, man. I'm glad, and I always base it on, like I said, if everything ended today, and I think me and her, we just talked about this like a week ago. Like we were seeing shit in I believe in the news. We were just talking. And we were just talking about, women making it hard for fathers.
Yeah.
And she was just telling me, if we got I wouldn't, and I was like, yeah, you saying that now.
Yeah.
And she was like, no. She said, I would not keep you. I wouldn't keep. She said, "Fuck you."
I wouldn't keep
I wouldn't keep your children
from you.
Yeah,
that's
she said my kids not gonna let me keep my kids.
Yeah,
keep them from you.
She got the right.
And then
mentality.
if I keep them from you, I'm gonna have to keep them from your mama, your grandmama. Yeah. And she like, I know my family's just not.
They ain't going.
They going for that shit.
They outside right there.
So she like, look, look.
Ain't no need to even create that problem. Ain't no need to even play in it.
Like, if we don't work out, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not gonna make your life hard. So
That's
I'm
beautiful,
just,
man.
And we good.
That's a beautiful situation.
We good on all that
but
shit.
it don't sound like y'all going strong. Y'all sound pretty solid, man.
Man, listen, I ain't gonna lie. I'm lucky. I'm lucky.
You hit the jackpot.
Yeah, me and my wife, we have a unconventional marriage because it's not what other people. Only people understand my marriage is me and my wife.
That's the best marriage to have.
Me and my wife, man.
Man, hey, man, when I tell you, anybody who asks me, bro, like my cousin them just got married last year on 420 down in Florida. They had a little destination wedding. They from Illinois. And, man, her fiance at the time, he came to me and he was like, hey, bro, because they see our marriage. They like, hey, bro. He like, hey, cuz, what y'all do, man? And I said, I'm going to tell you, man, we do it our way.
Facts.
That's what make this work. If we try to do what y'all doing or what
it won't work.
It ain't going to
work. It won't work, bro.
But because we do it our way.
And keep people out the business.
Man, yeah, because they don't really matter.
Yeah, them two things.
Man, we do it, you do it your way, bro. That's the best marriage to have. Man. When you try to go with this traditional programming that they have.
I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, me and we don't have a traditional marriage.
No.
And that don't mean like I know some people think that's, but you know, by
they ain't
tradition,
gotta know.
Exactly.
Yeah, they ain't gotta know.
By tradition, I just mean just what it say. It ain't traditional, conventional. It's man, it worked for me and her.
Those are the best marriages. I always say that, man. When you get to trying to go by their blueprint or the society's blueprint,
whatever we go through.
Work.
And man, again, that's why I said I'm lucky. Like, man, whatever we go through alone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We go through by ourselves. And everybody, you know, that we go through shit.
Everybody of course. You better. If you don't, now you got a whole other problem.
We go through shit. We had disagreements. You know, she get on my ass, I get on her. Like, all kind of shit. But that ain't for the public to consume.
Exactly.
That's for us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's what makes it so much easier to work through.
And then we really kind of polar opposite. You know what I'm saying? Like from where I was and what I was doing when I first got with my wife to the middle to now, it's just different. Yeah. And with her, it's different too. Like my wife used to like going out. Yeah. She used to like doing this, doing that. My wife is not like that no more.
Evolution.
Real chill. Because you know what I'm saying? She did a lot of when she was younger. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So my wife real chill, real homebody. Yeah. She want to go to a Mexican restaurant or her friend's house. Yeah, and like club and shit. None of that. She don't like the club. That's beautiful, man. That's beautiful. I'm getting like that. Yeah. And I throw party, but like I like going. I don't go everywhere.
Yeah, but you understand that you mainly have to be there because that's part of your brand. That's part of what you do.
We talk about it all the time, man. I used to have to go out to, show my face, show love.
Yeah, you locked in.
And I still do that now, but man, now it's just certain places I'll go if I know I'm gonna have a good time.
Yeah.
But man, certain places I'm just not going. Yeah, not because I have an issue going or it's just crowds or different times.
It's a certain element that you want to be in.
And I know I'm going to have a certain type of time when I go certain places. Yeah. So whatever time I want to have in my head, I'm like, man, you know what, tonight,
that's where you going.
It's turned up kind of night. I want to hear this kind of music. I don't want to be that chill. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, you know where to go.
Yeah, I know where to go.
And you tapped in with who own it. Yeah. If you anything like me, that's
just facts. So it's just... And then some places you just go because you mess with the person.
You know that, You know what I'm saying? Who promoting it or who
you know who there, you comfortable. You mess with the person. So I only go to a handful of places, man. But when I go somewhere, I know I'm enjoying myself. And she really the same way. She don't really go to nobody's stuff but mine. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If she come to mine. Yeah. She, man, I don't know what space. She just getting to the point where she do not like big over crowds and all this. She just
it's just evolution, bro. She just evolving, man. That's all. So, that's all it is. That's a beautiful thing, though, man. It's beautiful to have somebody you on the same page with, too. You know what I'm saying? And then understand your business and what you do. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you might get one that she don't want to go, but she got to be there to watch you. Type. You know, you get those type of people. She you know what I'm saying? She ain't on that. You win. You win with that type of woman, man.
But you know, you got people. You know, you got other people that's why I say all shit is like for us, because you got other people that, you know, that they don't understand, so they be like, girl, I couldn't date a promoter. Girl, I couldn't.
That's why you ain't.
DNice out of town. And yeah. Like, man, it's crazy, but man, me and my wife got rules, like real rules that help us.
Oh, to maintain y'all relationship.
Like just to maintain just balance, man. Like my wife go out of town, I don't call.
That's dope.
I don't call.
That's dope.
And if she called too much, I'm like, hey, look,
quit calling me. Have fun.
Yeah. Enjoy yourself. These kids are straight.
That's dope.
Everything is good. Don't call. She done got a lot better with it now, because she know how I am. Like, look, be out of town. Don't worry about these kids. They are okay.
That's dope.
She'll send it to, hey,
everybody
called to get it. Yes, bro.
I did that. I got this shit.
Be out of town, man. Just be out of town. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I think her friends would have said, you ain't talk to DNice while you been here? She like, nah, I can't call my husband.
Can't call her.
I'm enjoying myself. Yeah. I'm drunk. I'm feeling good.
That's dope.
You know, so, yeah.
That's dope, bro. That's I think that's the best marriage to have, man. Is a non-traditional you and your wife, or you and your husband, whoever taking this in. Y'all do
make
it
your own rules.
Y'all,
it's y'all world, man.
Man, don't try to do it like your mama and your daddy and your uncle and auntie and them. That shit is gonna collapse.
That shit ain't gonna work.
And then you got to think about the day and age we live in. We live in a different time.
We do.
You know what I'm saying? So you can't really treat this day and age like that day and age.
Yeah, you can't.
Because it's too different. It's totally different.
Totally
different worlds.
And some of this shit, I ain't gonna lie, I may not even understand, because my mental and my psyche, I ain't in that type of space.
Exactly.
I ain't in the type of space my granddad was in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We totally different men.
Yeah, I
we
don't
picked
know.
up some of that, but
Facts.
we totally different men now. You in a different element.
And the world different.
Yeah, the world
ain't the same. It's a lot different.
Real, man.
Yeah.
Well, look, man, we gonna move on into these 30s. Of course, we just spoke on your daughter being born at 32. You 7 years in now, you know what I'm saying? And I'm sure you've embedded yourself in your business.
Yeah.
You locked in on that. You've embedded yourself into your family. You know what I'm saying? You locked in on that. But share an experience that you've had in this past 7 years, besides what we've spoke on, of course, that's still sticking with you. If it's any others, you know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna force it.
I feel like we
done hit all of them.
Nah, not even that. I feel like we talking about death a lot.
Really?
Man, I ain't gonna lie, man. One thing, I'll say two things. I'll say something positive and something not. Cheese dying. Oh, yeah. My homeboy Cheese passing. Yeah. That affected me more than I thought it would. Yeah. And that was a shocker to everybody. It was.
For real. That was
so him passing, that you know, my homeboy Troy, Power Circus, shout out to Capo. Capo, he was the first person to say, he the first person to say a lot of shit. But he the first person that said, man, shit ain't gonna be the same. Like life ain't gonna be the same. Yeah. And at first I was like, damn, man, life, I'm like, what you mean? But learning, I'm like, I know exactly what the fuck he meant by that. Cause since Cheese passed, shit ain't been the same. Yeah. But I'm glad that I have my people to go through it with.
Your support system.
And I didn't have to go through it by myself. You know what I'm saying? My wife, the circle, Be Frank.
Yeah.
Just my people that it hit all, man, it's so many people to name, but it
Like
hit
everybody
it
felt
hit all of us.
Yeah.
But man, certain people you go through the shit with, man, his folks, people he grew up with, so everybody feel the same, you know, whatever, and we got each other as cousins. You know what I'm saying? Just so, you know, that impacted me a lot. But also, man, I'll say in my 30s is when I really started to gain like financial literacy.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I know that's one of your things
Get
too.
money is important, but like being able to like really sustain your lifestyle and what you do and how you do it, that shit was important. Because when I turned 30, I got scared as fuck. I'm like, man, life. I feel like I was on a clock. Okay, you can't play, you can't bullshit.
Ain't no bullshit for real.
You got a kid at the time, and you got kids. You got a wife. Man, you got to make sure. Man, raising them kids scary.
For real.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to make sure they growing, constantly growing. Want to do shit. Want to, you know, extracurricular activities. You know what I'm saying? You want them active. So, man, just being financially literate and financially responsible, and, man, being able to, man, when my wife needs something, I can handle it. When my kids need something, I can handle it. Like 2022 was the worst year ever.
For you, as far as finances,
man,
you
as far
say?
as finances, yes. Man, blow closed.
Yeah, I remember
at the very beginning of the year.
Y'all peaked. Y'all was.
Yes.
Whew.
So blow closed. I had blow closed, and then me closing on my house, on my brand new build of a house, happened 3 days apart.
Ooh.
Blow closed on the 3rd, and we closed on our house on my son's birthday on the 6th, January 6th.
Ooh,
so 3 days apart. So that whole year, and it wasn't a point of, okay, damn, you got the house now, but you can't afford it. It wasn't like that.
I get it.
I don't want nobody to get that twisted.
Yeah, don't get it fucked up.
Yeah, we ain't never lived beyond our means around here. But it was just,
it fucked the calculation up a little bit.
I had to adjust, and man, you know, people, it used to piss me off all the time when people used to say, you know, throwing party a hobby and all this shit.
No, it ain't.
Man, throwing party, if you do it the right way, is a fucking business.
It's some work.
So all that money every week that I was getting from Blow, all that money gone. Yeah, you just saved up some money, so you able to do shit that you want to do. But man, in the long term, it was like, damn, I'm missing that money. You know what I'm saying?
On a weekly basis.
Yeah, so it was hard because you got to pivot, you got to make some shit happen. You know what I'm saying? So then, shit that you used to,
you gotta chill.
You gotta chill on it.
You gotta chill.
So at that point, man, you having hard conversations with your wife, and you know what I'm saying?
Baby, we can't do that.
We can't do this, can't do that. You know, she was on my ass a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You know, as a man, you don't want to, you in your chest, you in your feelings.
You don't want to feel that.
So man, she, we had a moment where, you know, she had to say something to me.
Yeah.
It's some shit. It was hard to hear.
Yeah.
But I needed to hear it.
Yeah. No doubt.
After that, shortly long, Crew came.
Okay.
Changed everything.
You tap right in.
Changed everything. When Crew, man, I'm gonna be honest. Shout out to Cara. Love Cara to death. Crew opening changed, like, really changed my life.
Dig that.
Like, real shit.
Cara the owner?
Cara the owner, yeah. Big dog.
He from Atlanta, ain't he?
She is from Atlanta. Yeah. Cara a woman, man.
Yeah.
Tough as they come.
Yeah, I remember.
Don't play that
actually,
shit.
I don't know. I probably crossed paths with her.
You probably met her. You probably just she probably just didn't tell you she was the owner.
Really?
She probably told you she was
because I done only been to Crew a few
like
times. I literally only been there a few times.
Yeah, depending on what day you went, you probably saw her.
Yeah,
but she don't.
She ain't out there like
she is, but she working.
Oh, she working.
Like,
you'll
see her doing something. Like she real hands on.
Yeah, so you'll think she worked there.
Yeah,
all
facts.
the time. This her joint.
Yeah, so she man, Crew opened at the September of 2022. Yeah, man, Crew really changed shit for me.
Dig that.
Like, for real, I was able to really get back on my feet and really change some shit for me financially.
Dig
you know
that,
what I'm saying?
Bro.
So even though there was a negative, me having a fucked up year, it was a positive because the shit that happened later, I was able to get ahead.
Yeah.
And I know now, man, I always relate back to 2022. When I talk to my partners,
that's your reset.
When I talk to the circle, when I talk to my brother, my day one niggas, my little brother, I tell everybody, I'm never going back to 2022.
I can dig it.
Never.
So you won't meet me there again.
I never fucking go back there.
Yeah.
That was the hardest shit nigga ever fucking went through. So I never, like, financially, so that keep me motivated.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? To keep me striving to doing shit. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, like I said, the cheese passing, that shit just fucked me up. So
yeah, and that's been what? That's been what, 20? That was 20.
It'll be 2 years. Yeah, that was in 23.
23, yeah.
It'll be 2 years in July.
Okay, yeah.
It'll be 2 years.
Because it's crazy. My brother, Tavares, him and Willis on Sticks and Stones.
Okay.
And
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Y'all look at okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm with
so they, Cheesy just started doing his one of the
Tuesday.
I want to say a Tuesday night. Yeah.
Yep.
He had recently started prior to that. And
No. What happened, he had recently moved. My Cheese was doing Tuesday for a minute, but it started getting so big.
Yeah, it was too much for that spot.
And then Ben opened patio.
Yeah. And he took it over there.
He took it over there, but he didn't take it over there long before he got sick.
Right.
And when he got sick,
see, bro, I'm on my brother's barber too. Yeah. So, bro was telling me that he was telling him about what was going on with his leg.
Yeah.
He was telling him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because he had been dealing with that a while.
He had been dealing with it.
He been dealing with it a minute.
So when it got serious, you know what I'm saying? Bro was keeping me updated on it, man. But it was, I'm still on the outside. I'm not talking to Cheese. I'm not knowing. And, man, whenever he came with that, I'm like, hold on.
Yeah, man, it was crazy. None of us, I ain't gonna lie, none of us, we all took it seriously, but, man, you don't never think.
You like, reading it off him.
Yeah, and you don't never think like death.
Yeah, you feeding off. If you telling me, bro, woo going on, I'll take it. But it's like, if you good, I'm good.
And, man, we was talking, man. We talked to Cheese the whole time he was sick.
Yeah.
Man, we was talking to him, and, man, crying with him, laughing with him, talking to him. You know what I'm saying? Even though we didn't,
he wasn't thinking out, death,
but we was talking to him a lot.
Yeah.
Up until we couldn't talk to him no more.
Yeah, no doubt.
So, when he was going through everything with his leg, we just trying to keep him positive.
Yeah.
And then eventually when they told him, that he had to get his leg amputated, that was a fight within itself. We trying to make him feel comfortable, get him in the right headspace for that.
Yeah.
And then he coped with that. He was cool with it. And then after he got his leg amputated, it was cool.
Yeah.
It was straight. And then
but it was still going.
They thought they had got out of cancer.
Right.
And then after he got his leg amputated, it came back.
Yeah.
But it came back, I believe, in his back. And it was aggressive. It was aggressive as fuck.
Yeah.
And then, because I seen him, I had went and sat with him, just me, like a little after he got his leg amputated, and we was over there chopping it up, talking shit. And then when he found out that it came back, he called us. He called all us, me, Troy, B. Frank, whole circle. He called us, and B. Frank, because we all did business together the last 4-5 years. Like the only people we threw a party with, other than probably Meeks, was him and B. Frank. So he called all us over there. I'm like, y'all come watching the playoffs. Like, y'all come kick it with me.
Yeah, he wants
watch the game with me.
Yeah.
So we came over, man, watched it, man. We was over there for hours, man, deep as hell. Over there kicking it, watching the game and shit. And that was a Sunday. He told us that his pops was having a fight party the next week or whatever. So cool. So I'm like, y'all come to the party. So he wasn't feeling good that week. So we thought that they weren't doing it no more. They still ended up doing it. Man, last time I talked to Cheese, I called him. I said, what's up? I said, what's up, bitch? That's how we talk.
Y'all talking
bitch?
shit, yeah.
Yeah, what's up, bitch? He said, man, D-Nice, I ain't gonna lie, bro. He said, man, today I can't talk today, bro. He said, I ain't feeling good at all. He said, but I'm gonna call you later. I love you. I said, I love you too, bro.
Yeah.
And that's another thing, man. I'm so glad that me and my partners, man, I love you.
Ain't no ego.
Damn, bro, I
It's
miss you,
love,
bro. I ain't
bro.
talk to you,
Yeah,
bitch. Where you
yeah.
been? Like that's how we are. That's how I am with my niggas I grew up with, my brother.
Yeah.
Man, we don't got no problem saying I love you, I miss
Yeah,
you.
real
Hey, bitch,
shit.
I need to lay eyes on you. I need to see you. Where you at?
Yeah.
Like that type of shit. So he was the same way. He was like, man, I love you, bro. I said, I love you too. That's the last time I talked to him. Then he got, of course, that week,
he went,
went into his coma.
Yeah.
And he was in his, I forgot how long he was in his coma, but then, he transitioned.
For sure, man.
But man, that shit, man, he was probably the closest, like, before I seen every day, talking to every day. Other than my stepdad, I always say, he was probably, he the biggest loss I ever took.
The biggest loss, yeah.
Talking to somebody every fucking day.
Yeah.
Man, making money with this person, traveling with this person.
Yeah.
Man, so many memories with the
yeah.
man. So he was the biggest loss I took. And he, it impacted me to the point where it brought me closer to the people that I love.
That you love, yeah.
At this point, man, and we say that before. We say don't take nothing for granted.
Yeah.
Man, that shit there, man, losing somebody that you see talk
every
to
day.
every day.
Yeah. And it's one of your peers. This ain't no
Facts.
uncle. This
somebody
ain't no
your
grandpa.
age.
Yeah.
Man, come on, man. That shit
That's
put
a
shit in
whole
perspective.
nother ball game.
So it made me love on my people, bro.
Yeah.
Like real, man. That again, back to the beginning of it, man. That's why I said, man, I'm a lover, bro.
Yeah.
If I see you, bro, I'm a hug you. I'm a love on you.
No
You know
doubt.
what I'm saying?
No doubt.
Man, woman, or child.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna show you all the love I can show you, cause shit, we never know.
We never know. You never know, but and you talking to a man who's experienced death on all levels.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? From being a child and losing siblings to losing my teenage love who was my wife, and you know what I'm saying, losing grandfather. The common order of life losses don't hurt the same.
Yeah, facts.
They hurt, but they don't hurt the same.
That's right.
Is the ones that's that's way before their time.
A parent will tell you quick, my child's supposed to bury me.
Man, who you
I'm not supposed I'm speaking to them when you say the order of
the order of life. It ain't the same. It's
right.
the order of life. You know what I'm saying? I literally just had a call from my daughter. My daughter Justice, she lives in Houston. Man, she called me. This is literally last week, and was like, Daddy, I'm coming from the gym. I'm fixing me some oatmeal. I'm on my little, doing my breakfast and shit. She called me, FaceTime me out the blue. Daddy, you okay? I'm like, yeah. She was like, I'm talking about health-wise, you good? I'm like, man, I'm actually pretty damn good.
Yeah.
I done cut sugar and fries
There
out
you
my
go.
diet
There
and
you
shit. I'm
go.
talking shit like that. And, man, she just started crying. And when she started crying, she crying. You know how you talking, crying, you saying, she like,
she had a dream or something?
nah, it's crazy. I'm finna get to it. She like, what she say? Yeah, cause you probably healthier than me. Woo. And then the phone froze. Man, when you talking about scaring, now you scaring me.
Yeah.
Cause you saying I'm healthier than you, but she's saying that just because of I've been in the gym since she was a child. So when the phone freezes, I'm like, hey, hold on. What you say now? What you say? It come back. She crying. Her friend just lost her dad. And her friend's dad reminded her of me. She like, he looked at
check on my part.
Yeah, she like, Daddy, he like 51, but you'll think he 41. He in the gym. He just like you. Yeah. She like, man, he's a real attractive man and woo-woo. And she said he went to work and went in the bathroom and died, Daddy. And she crying the whole time. So, of course, that's fucking me up. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And so I'm like,
it seemed like y'all doing what y'all supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
Staying active, trying to stay fit.
Man. I'm like, everything. She said everything that he was doing, I do. Like, she like, you would have never thought he was going to die. So in the conversation, she tells me, he was at work. He went in the restroom and had a heart attack. That's what they saying happened to him. But after he died, the wife and the daughter, her friend who was the daughter, they going at it because it's something going on with the insurance because the autopsy saying inconclusive.
There you go, man.
So now my daughter is like, she like, oh my God, what if she did something to her?
Antennas up.
Man, she is like, man,
Antennas
she
up.
on edge. So she like, man, my daddy. Then she messed around and said in the conversation, I don't think I can take it. You have to outlive me. And I'm like, whoa. Don't put that on me. No, don't put that on me, baby. I don't want to do that. Now, I don't want neither one of us to go now.
Yeah.
But don't put that on me.
But you are supposed to outlive.
Yeah,
we supposed to outlive me.
Yeah, we going to do this how God ordained it now.
Facts.
Daddy got to go first now. You know what I'm saying? But it was just crazy just to know, and mind you, I ain't even get to that. This daughter of mine is one of the 4 that live with me. Mind you, she's not my first wife daughter. This is one of my 4-month twin daughters,
okay.
right?
You got twins?
No, like you and your brother.
Oh, guys, like,
ghetto twins.
Ghetto twins.
Yeah.
For sure, ghetto twins.
So mind you, I didn't speak on this earlier, but a year to the day that I buried my wife, her mom died in a house fire.
Damn.
Yeah. But she was already living with me. And, she was one of the 4 living with me. She's the 3-year-old.
Yeah.
So me and my wife, we had 2 kids, split up for like a year and a few months. Yeah. Got back together and had 1 more, which is my youngest daughter. So during that split up, I had 2 more daughters. Mm-hmm. Them my ghetto twins. They 4 months apart. But then we get back together and had another daughter. So, for her to speak this to me, like, she coming from a place like she done lost her mom. Yeah. So she like, I can't imagine.
She really spooked.
Yeah, she like,
really spooked.
And I'm like, whoa. Do not put that on me, baby. I got to go before you. I don't care when it happened. I got to be first now. Don't put it like that.
Yes, sir.
But she just was dealing with that moment, and she was at her friend's house that it happened to.
Why she called you?
Why she called me? Yeah. So she just in her feelings, and when I tell you when I think of my logic and my who I am, this me and a female.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Then I got other daughters that you will see, and like that's how I look if I was a female. Yeah. But this daughter,
the way she
me.
She you.
Yeah, she me, her logic and everything. She just
that's how my daughter. That's how my daughter is. Now.
Yeah, she
even
like
younger. It don't matter. She
see you all.
Like
yeah, that's like,
it's fucking.
Even
crazy.
my wife be like, that girl is just like
crazy
you, for real.
It's
she think
5.
like if you ask me something, you can call me and say, "Man, J1, what you think about this, and this?" And I can say, "Woo woo." You call her and say, "What you think about this?" She gonna say, "Woo woo." You know what I'm saying?
You think that's because of what you taught her? You think it's just a natural? Without even teaching her, she just picked up on it.
Both.
Okay.
It's both.
For sure.
It's both because it was times where.
Because I'm a firm believer in if you be around somebody long enough,
you gonna pick it up.
You pick up how they think.
Yeah.
You put it in your mind what's right, what's wrong.
Literally.
What's solid, what's not.
Yeah. All things.
Real talk.
All that. But I truly
believe it.
It also comes like this too, bro. When the moment your daughter challenge you or something, or it's a challenge for she want to challenge something that you think, and you can break that logic down to her, she gonna be like, oh, okay, yeah. And that's what it was for her, because it was times where we wasn't clicking, and when she was younger, and I can recall a time, man, she actually had a project talking about abortion, adoption, and bringing a baby into the world type, like one of these type of projects. And she probably was about, don't quote me, because she probably argued the fact that she was a different age, but she probably was about 12, 13. Excuse me. So she's 6th, 7th grade. And she says, I don't believe in abortion because, you should have been more responsible. She got to saying all her reasons. I come with I was like, well, do you think it's logical to bring a baby into the world and you're not prepared as a parent? Do you think it's logical to do that? And then it was adoption, abortion, or had the baby. That's what it was. Yeah. And I was like, do you think it's fair to that baby to be born and given to some people that they wasn't born to? Do you think it's fair you know what I'm saying, to have that baby knowing that you're going to be on public aid and can't barely take care of that baby. So I gave her all those perspectives. And I said, abortion.
Age.
Yeah, I'm like, abortion probably the best thing for you.
Yeah.
That's the more logical from my perspective as a man. This me as a
man.
father now. And she thought about all of that and ended up doing her paper and leaned towards abortion.
Yeah.
But her reasons were the reasons I gave her.
Yeah. Communication, man.
Yeah, because she, in her mind, she just thought it was cruel to have an abortion.
But at that moment, it was a teachable moment.
It was a teachable moment because your
teachable
logic
from father to daughter.
Yeah,
it was
like,
a teachable
come on,
moment.
baby, it ain't that.
For sure.
Don't take it so bad.
Yeah,
Look at the logic all the way
don't
around.
Don't take it so much in your. Don't look at the negative connotation that's gonna come with it or that's perceived to the public.
Yeah.
Think about the logic.
The logic. And I told her.
That's the word, logic. Think about the logic in it.
And I told the key. I said the key to if you have an abortion is what you do afterwards.
Facts.
If you have an abortion and you do everything you plan to do, the reason that you had it, okay.
Success.
But if you have an abortion and that becomes your means of birth control, you ain't hitting on shit
at all.
But if you have an abortion because you ain't ready and you wanted to go to college or and you go do those things, that means the abortion was the best thing for you.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Because it wouldn't have been like that.
It wouldn't have been like that. If you would have had
I can
almost guarantee you it ain't going how you thought it was going to go, for real. So those type of things that you get a chance to teach your child. And like, we said earlier, being our father's children, we understand a lot of us is a part of our DNA.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So sometimes DNA can be misguided. But sometimes you can reel them in, man. And I'll suggest you do this with your kids, man. Make sure you always willing to give them the reason behind it. You know what I'm saying?
Man, you the second person that done told me that in a 2-week time span.
Yeah. I always give them the reason behind it.
Second person that told me that.
And it might be a simple punishment.
No,
it might be
I'm talking about anything. You the
Anything.
second. You the second in the last, I'll say 2 weeks.
Yeah.
You the second person that done told me reasoning and explanation ain't nothing wrong with giving that to your kids. Ain't nothing wrong with that
to your kids.
So because I ain't gonna lie, I was raised in.
Yeah, we old school.
Yeah,
I
said
you do
so.
it because I said
yeah,
it.
I said
Yeah,
so.
get it and do it because I said it.
I be trying to implement.
Yeah,
different strategies and different
sure
tactics
you do that,
so I can get the best out of my kids.
That's the best way to
Real
do it
talk.
right there because I feel like that's where you can dodge the bullet of rebellion.
Facts.
Rebellious, like a child being rebellious, it usually
Rebellious,
comes
curious.
because you done already gave them the logic.
Yeah.
Now, if you just, like you said, if you got old school parents, do it because I said it, that ain't enough for these kids these days.
I done told my son that once or twice. I done told my son move off logic and not emotion.
For sure.
Even though he 11, I just feel like if it get instilled in you early,
that's the best time.
Grow, man, listen.
That's the best time because you got to think. It's 15-year-old niggas out here killing it.
How you feeling right now?
Yeah.
That don't mean you finna make the best decision because you feel this way.
Yeah, don't do that.
What's the logic in what you know what I'm saying, what you gonna do?
And then I'm gonna tell you, play with his emotions like this. Man, if you thinking like that, you thinking like a woman. You thinking like a girl.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got to think. You think about.
I'll say like weak.
Yeah, like weak or whatever. Man, whatever tool you want to use.
Hey, man, that's
weak. Yeah,
that's weak.
You did it because he did it. That's weak.
I tell my homeboys all the time when we be talking about, you know what I'm saying, my homeboys that got kids, and when we just be talking about just mental, you know what I'm saying, mental health.
Yeah,
man, a strong mind is some serious shit to have,
man.
Dog.
That's a beautiful thing.
To not be a follower,
man.
To not be a send out, To not be a crash out,
man. Emotional,
A person that lead and think and make decisions with their emotion, man. All that to not do any of those things, man. That shit is very, very powerful.
It's powerful, man.
Very powerful.
Even when it comes to just simple as style. Yeah. I ain't wearing that because you wearing it. Facts. I don't like it.
I'm wearing it because I like it.
I like it.
Because I look good in it. I put it on a certain way.
Yeah.
That's why I want to, you know, that'll be different.
That'll be different.
I try to tell my son that too. I try to tell both of my kids that, man, that'll be different. You ain't got to go with the norm.
You ain't got to go with the norm.
You ain't got to do what everybody else do.
'Cause even you can ask a simple question. You might say something simple like, what shoes you want? And they might say, ooh, I got to have them Jordan 3s that just came out.
Yeah.
Is that what you really want? Challenge them at those moments. Is that what you really want though?
Yeah.
Because you've been on the 4s the past 3 years.
Facts.
Now you want to go to the 3s?
Before I get my son's shoes, I send them like 3-4 pair.
Yeah.
I'm like, pick 2 of
them out.
these.
Yeah.
He's like, well, I want them. I'm like, okay, why you want them? Now I ain't gonna lie, he'll fuck you up and pick some
off the wall
that
you don't think of.
Yeah, he'll go look and send you some shit. You like,
this what you want?
You like, hold on, son. That's a little too far left. Cause I don't know if I'm better to find you something to wear with this shit. So
yeah.
I pick 4.
Yeah,
Tell you what, fuck with these 4. And if we can find you something to wear with these you pick, we'll circle back and get them later.
Yeah.
Man, look, I can't do my lava and listen, we got to prep, man. I can't do shit where you ain't gonna never wear these.
You ain't gonna never have nothing to work with them. Yeah.
Like, nah,
you got 2 outfits that might work.
Exactly. So
That's funny
try
as hell,
again. Man, that's how it be.
But the journey as a father, man, don't never stop, brother. Thanks. So I'll always for sure tell you, man, the logic is key, and you know, like we were saying earlier, man, don't hesitate to explain the logic. Thanks. You know what I'm saying? So they'll get clarity on where you coming from.
I appreciate that.
You know what I'm saying? Sure. That's the key, man. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to get off these kids for a minute, man. We're going to get back to you. We're going to circle on back. You know, that's just one of them subjects that just hit.
It's a lot.
Hey, that just hit, man. That hit for me, man. All right, look, we're going to go here, D-Nice. We're going to go here, man. We don't hit on all the impactful moments, man, and we're going to say, once again, R.I.P. to Cheese, man.
R.I.P. Cheese, Burger, boy.
Yeah, man, R.I.P. to that brother, man. That was a tough one, man, for the city, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
For real.
For the whole, like, for real.
For the city, bro. What I want to do now, man, I want you to tell me, man, the story of Power Circle. Give me that rundown, man. How that all began and where, when, why. You know what I'm saying? Run that down for me. I didn't ask this to your counterpart, Big Ben, man, but I want you to run it down for me. You know what I'm saying?
Shit. Man, I'm a condense as much as I can. It's somewhat of a lot, but I'm gonna condense as much as I can.
Okay.
I spoke on me throwing parties in college and when I moved home with 207, but they split, and I was kind of freelance, I guess. I wasn't really doing nothing at the time, and I believe being spoke on this part. Cho's game, was shout out to Meeks, shout out to Q. They were expanding, and they were looking for new people. Me, I'm a very loyal person. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe in team jumping or team flopping. I believe in ending with who I start with. That's just me.
Yeah, I get it.
So even though we was, even though 207 split or whatever, cool, whatever. Cho's gang thing happened, and like I said, I knew B. Frank and Troy, and I had knew a little bit about Ben, but they were in Cho's gang as well.
Okay.
So everything was cool, and then Meeks had asked me about, do I know anybody who I think would be beneficial? I thought about CB.
Okay.
Me and CB know each other from working in the mall, working in the Southland Mall.
Right.
And to fast forward, something happened with Cho's gang, and B. Frank and Ben end up saying, like, you know what, we're going to kind of do our own thing. Basically, long story short, they had an idea that they wanted to implement, you know what I'm saying? They were adamant about doing it, which was a skate party. And everybody else didn't really want to do it. I don't know if they didn't believe in it. It was so long ago, but like we didn't tripped about it or whatever. It was so long ago, but I don't know if they didn't believe, but they just didn't want to do it.
Right.
So Ben and B. Frank were the first two, and then at the time, Troy and B. Frank were attached at the hip. So whatever.
Yeah, they rocking together.
Yeah. So they enlisted. They was like, man, who else? Who else can we get or whatever? Ben and B. Frank called me on three-way one day. They asked me that I want to do, and I said, look, I just felt like I was click. I'm like, look,
Yeah.
I tell y'all what. I believe in the event. I believe in the skate park.
Okay,
so
you felt you was
yeah,
one
I
of
was
the
one
ones
of
that
the,
didn't
I was
believe.
one of the
You
ones
actually
that believed
it.
in.
Okay.
So I said, I tell you what, I'll do it. But moving forward, I'll decide if I'm moving forward with y'all based on how this event go.
Okay.
And I didn't mean money wise.
No, that's fair.
I just meant collaborative effort, like
Yeah,
how
yeah,
we
yeah.
think, how we work
Yeah,
together.
yeah.
Just that's what I was mainly
Like that was
talking
your
about.
trial run.
Yeah,
basically.
so
This
I'm
my
like,
trial period.
Let's see how this. I'm all in with this event.
Yeah.
Let's
I
see
get
how
it.
it go.
I get it.
And we had a couple more people at the time that believed in it as well. They didn't end up staying in Power Circle, but all good. We so
Everything moved on. Yeah.
So I said, this is my trial run. Ben asked me, hey, you know anybody that can help? I said, yeah, CB.
Yeah.
Call CB. CB, you want to do it? CB like, yeah, I told y'all I'll do it.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, it's a little different now.
It ain't the same.
It ain't
It
the same.
ain't the
It's a
chose
little
guy. It's something else. Yeah.
So he was like, okay, cool, I'll do it.
Yeah. Because he hadn't been a part of none yet.
CB was just out.
He was just outside.
He had never did a part. And I think up until that point, Ben had more experiences with concerts.
Okay.
Working for Slick, working with Slick.
Yeah.
With the concerts, the Crunk Fest and all that.
Yeah.
So Ben had that background. B. Frank, Troy, Javo, Sharita, they had never had experience throwing parties. I think I was the only one had experience throwing parties.
Okay.
So
they just basically was just known, known.
Everybody was known.
Everybody was
sure.
known. Okay.
Everybody had a name. Like,
yeah.
I believe the only two people I didn't know as well was probably Javo and Ben.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But everybody else, like, I knew B. Frank and Troy from being in level 2 every fucking week, being in Seal Spoon. I done known Sharita since Sharita was in middle school.
Okay.
Like, so
you
me
in
and
tune
CB know each other
with
from the mall.
Okay.
So I done known him a long fucking time.
Right. Y'all just collabing now, but y'all been knowing each other.
Yeah. Now we weren't hanging out or nothing like that, but we knew each other.
Yeah, I get it.
So man, we fast forward, we do the skate party. Man, it was so live and it made so much money. I'm not gonna say how much money it made. Because the circle they'll get mad. I'm not gonna say how much money it made.
Don't tell the business.
I'm not gonna tell the business. But it made a lot of fucking money.
And where was it at?
It was at Crystal Palace.
Oh, okay.
And I believe it cost us about $2,000. It cost us about $2,000 to throw that party. I say, if I'm remembering right.
And y'all made money hand over fist. We'll say that.
Man, it was more. We made so much money on our first event, and I said, "Oh hell yeah, I can do this. I can do this shit. I can do this." I think that was before I don't remember if we had a name yet.
So y'all it ain't even Power Circle.
I can't remember.
Oh, it wasn't
I think
official.
it was.
It was probably in the air.
Maybe
but
it was
official.
Power Circle. No, it was Power Circle. You want to know how I know it's Power Circle? Because Power Circle was on the flyer.
Okay.
So it was Power Circle, but I think me and Ben came up with Power Circle because and if I'm remembering right, man, me and Ben thought about this shit, but we thought about it at 2 different times for 2 different reasons.
Okay.
At the time, Rick Ross had a song called Power Circle.
Yeah.
With everybody on MMG on the song.
Yeah.
And then Ben, I don't know where it came from with Ben, but I remember we was on the phone. I said, and I think Ben texted, and I caught him like, "Hey, I was thinking about Power Circle."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then we decided to take the L out of Circle and put a 1.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nobody bigger than us. Ain't no one part. We one circle. Ain't nobody bigger than the circle.
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying? So ever since then, we just, like I said, we done lost some members along the way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, right now it's just 4 of us.
Okay.
It started with 7 of us. No, 7.
So it's 4 now.
It's 4 now. It's me, CB, Capo, and Ben Wade.
Okay.
Capo is Troy, so same person.
Yeah.
But it's us four, and then of course we got the girls. So we got the Puffs.
Puffs. Yeah.
But they the Puffs, but all us, we circle.
All
so
under the
it's
same
four,
umbrella.
It's 4 or 8 of 8. It just depends on.
I can dig it. I can dig it. Yeah.
But and then even though B Frank left Power Circle, but we still.
Yeah, he's still affiliate. He's still an affiliate.
I tell Frank, he gonna forever be Circle to me.
He forever Circle.
Because he one of the ones that started it, and we did so much business with him after he left.
Oh, okay.
Like with him and Cheese, so
it was
still
y'all
Cheese,
still
even though him and Cheese was their own separate entity.
Yeah.
Like all the money we got, a lot of it, like 80-90% of it, we got together.
Dig that.
So you know what I'm saying? That's why they are like, even though they not quote unquote Power Circle, they still
forever an affiliate.
They still family though.
I can
so
dig
man,
that's in a nutshell. What
that's how it started, and man, we've been rocking ever since. Man, we didn't grow up together.
That's dope, man.
We didn't grow up together.
I would, from the outside looking in, I would have just known all y'all went to the same school, grew up together. All y'all been friends.
All us went to different schools.
Yeah,
man. Then but we just we when it come to business,
y'all
we think a lot.
On that. Yeah.
We think a lot, dope, and that's hard. That's hard.
That's hard to put that many people together and everybody on the same page.
And again, starting with 7 people, I mean, some gonna fall off.
But that ain't bad though. 7 to 4, 7 to 4 ain't bad at all.
And then we always say, this is nothing against the other 3, but like the 4 of us, when it come to business, we're so like-minded.
Oh, okay, yeah, y'all was more on the same page. Not saying nothing bad about them,
but we were more on the.
Yeah, I get it.
We were more on the same page as far as what we wanted for the long term and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like we were just clicking. Like we was just on the same. We was on the same page.
Man, I totally get it.
You know
I totally get
so
it. And it makes sense though. That's how most things that began like that, when it started with the team, you always gotta, kind of, I don't know what you want. You can say weed them out, but it's not really weeding out. It's just everything the people who line up.
The people who meant to be there instead, they're gonna be there.
Yeah. The universe kind of lined it up.
Facts. Even with us adding the girls, like adding the girls was a stretch.
That was a stretch.
And a lot of people may not know. They didn't know each other.
Oh, they didn't
at all.
That was smooth.
I think if I'm not mistaken,
I pulled it.
The only people knew each other were Tay Tay and Lil Bit.
So Lil Bit,
Nettie, and Tay Tay and Georgia.
Yeah. I know Tay Tay. I can't picture. I know them 3 for sure.
Shout out to the Puff. Shout out to the Circle.
Shout out to the Puff.
Love y'all to death.
Yeah, man.
My
That's
people.
dope. That's dope.
They're my folks.
That's what's up, man. That's a beautiful thing, though, man, for y'all to even to be able to come together, because Memphis it's kind of complicated to build a team in Memphis sometimes.
For sure. Listen, when we were picking the girls, it was hard.
Yeah,
it was hard as fuck. We started with 3, and then we met Lil Bit. We met Lil Bit doing parties at Privé.
Yeah, shout out to Lil Bit. I got her. She next week. We rock. We got it. We shoot.
That's dope. She next week. That's live.
Yeah. Live. I got. I want to say it's her and Jay Brown. If I don't quote me.
Okay.
Her and Jay Brown. I record them next week.
So yeah, we added Lil Bit when Nick got pregnant.
Yeah, with other girl.
And Ned was like, "Nah, I can't be out no. I gotta slow up.
I gotta sit down."
So we just needed somebody else, and we and like I said, we met a little bit from throwing parties at Privé. We just liked her. I liked her
energy. Always been there.
So I asked. I said, "Hey, you want to throw parties?" And she was like,
"Hell yeah, I can hear her now."
Nah, she was like, "What I gotta do?"
Oh, okay, yeah.
And I told her, and I said, "Man, we got a meeting at my house Monday." I said, come to the meeting. She came and she
been rocking it. That's dope, man.
That's why I said I'm glad it looked like that on it, but man, we so tight now. You would think that we grew up together and all that. But man,
I definitely put all y'all at the same school. Not even knowing what school neither one of y'all went to.
Man, Jay,
I put all y'all together.
When and this ain't on no cocky shit. This ain't on no. This is on some real shit.
Yeah.
When you done counted as much money as we done counted together,
I get that.
When you done lost as much money
together.
as we done fucking lost together.
Yeah, fuck the school.
Man, listen,
we together,
man,
goddamn.
we are fucking bound for life. Though.
Yeah,
like,
y'all
that's one
won.
thing. Man, we done counted a bunch, but we done lost some too.
Yeah.
And we done lost some. We done lost shit together. Like
Yeah.
we all done took hits.
Everybody put in, everybody lose out.
Yeah, we done all felt a loss that we done fucking took when it came to bread. So
that's tough.
Man, that shit like that either gonna make or break you, man.
For
Luckily,
sure.
the 4 of us, the 8 of us, you can say.
Yeah.
Shit,
Y'all
really,
been locked in cop.
It made us like
That's what's
them
up,
4 of my, them three of my best fucking friends.
Yeah.
Met them like I said later in life, but man, them man, Troy the godfather of my daughter.
Dig that.
So like man, them my brother, and be Frank too. I love be Frank.
That's what's up, bro. So. That's what's up. Man, look, I want to ask you something, man. We're going to get off, go back to the personal, man. I just got a little bit more for you, but I want to ask you, man, tell me something you believed as a child that you found out as an adult it wasn't true.
Man, it got to be something serious, or it can be, you know what I'm saying, just anything.
Yeah, I mean, anything besides, it can't be Santa Claus now. I'm just saying,
no shit like that.
I'm more so talking about life in life than
in
like.
life,
I'm gonna give you an example. What I've heard, people
Okay.
say like, family is always love. You know, family gonna always love you, or it's always love when it's family, or you know, blood thicker than water, all that type of stuff. Like I done heard those type of responses.
Man, you know what?
Give me what you got.
I say this. Some I believed as a child
That you found out as an adult.
I say this.
That shit
I
ain't
say
true.
this right here. As a child, I believe that family was only bound by blood.
Okay.
So that's not to say blood thinking of what I'm saying.
No, I'm with you.
I thought that the only family that you could have
was
the
your
family
blood
that
relative.
was your blood relative.
Yeah.
And when I got older and when I became an adult, man, family is the one, man, real friends turn to family.
Yeah, because blood is the relatives.
Yeah, facts.
The family is the motherfuckers that you know what I'm saying.
Family is the like I said about
and some of them may be family, but
facts.
the relatives are the blood.
Facts. And sometimes like, you know, everybody say, man, you make your family and all that, man. Just going a step further, man. I love my family. You know, don't get me wrong, but like my friends who became like, I don't play with that whole my cousin, sister, brother.
Yeah.
I don't play with this shit. If
Yeah.
I call you my cousin, you either really my cousin, or we were raised to the point where we thought
we were cousins.
You know what I'm saying? My mama friend's daughter or son, something like, something
I
like that.
know the routine.
We were raised as cousins.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Sister, brother, I literally look at you like a sister.
Yeah,
or
we
brother.
locked like that. Like,
for real. It ain't, I'm going to treat you like my sister, my brother. It ain't nothing that could change that. So I don't play with them terms.
I can dig it.
So, man, as I got older, I really just learned, like, my family is who and what you make it.
I can dig it.
You control who your family is.
I can dig it.
You know, not your bloodline, not your relatives.
True.
You know what I'm saying? You control who your family is.
Yeah.
So
I totally agree with that.
That's one thing.
That's a real
That's
fact.
one thing I thought for sure. Cause
you be like, that ain't my cousin.
Yeah, cause it ain't. It's like when you younger, you know, you'll have your mama say it. That ain't your cousin. That ain't your brother. That ain't your sister.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You couldn't claim them because they wasn't
but
blood.
when you get older, you like, damn. Like I said about my brother, my uncle, we got a homeboy that's been around just as long as we've been around each other.
So
So to me, you cannot tell me that he ain't my brother.
Yeah.
And to that point, my mama look at him like she look at us.
That's my other son.
You know, like she look at him because he been around
non-stop
the whole time. Now she may not have felt like that when we were younger.
Yeah.
But now,
as men now,
she like, damn.
Yeah, this nigga ain't left yet.
That damn Malcolm
He
still around.
just as
you know
well as my son. Yeah.
So it's good to, man. I got a strong village, man.
That's dope.
I got a lot of. I know everybody like, everybody ain't your friend, man. Everybody not your friend. That's real shit.
Ain't,
But the people who I do consider friends, they are family.
It's official.
Facts. They are family. Like,
I can dig it. I can dig it, bro, for real. Okay, man, my next one, man, is I want to know, man, who would you consider your biggest influence in life? You know what I'm saying? Like, who influenced you
Shit,
the most to become who you are today?
man. That's a tough one, man. I'm gonna be honest.
If it's multiple, that's cool.
I don't. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. It can't be one person.
Yeah, if it's
It can't be
multiple,
one
it's
person.
cool. But if you think about it, it's one stronger than the other.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, Jay.
You don't think so?
Nah, because man, I took some of my best qualities. I believe I took from multiple people.
I can dig it. Okay.
Like what we were talking about earlier,
Respect.
whether it be from I was literally taught that,
Yeah.
or I just from what
Picked
I
it
saw.
up. Yeah.
Man, I took I say my mama, of course.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Me and my mama, me and my mama got a crazy ass relationship. You know what I'm saying? We not the closest.
Yeah.
We close, but we close in a weird kind of way.
Yeah. But your
You know what I'm
mama
saying?
sound hard like mine.
She is.
My mama hard.
You know what I'm saying? My mama real tough. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
To the point
she
where
almost is like a daddy a little bit.
yeah.
My mom. I mean, I'm talking about mine.
So, I feel you. You know when mamas be like, I was his daddy too. She can really fucking say
she
that.
can say that. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She can really say that. So, but I ain't gonna lie, man. She instilled a lot in me. Some shit I like, some shit I don't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She one of the reasons I'm loud.
Yeah.
I hate being loud.
Oh, okay. I
That's
get it.
why a lot of times I just be.
You try to calm down because you know you don't really want to be loud.
Because my
can't
grandma,
help
they
it.
loud.
Yeah.
But man, she instilled a lot in me just far as my common sense.
I can dig it.
You know what I'm saying? Being a stand-up person.
Yeah.
My mama, even though she was crazy, even though she was mean, I used to say she was mean and hard and all that.
Yeah.
But my mama, she was so giving. Well, she is so giving.
Yeah.
My mama literally, she'll give you the shirt off her back, shoes off her feet.
Yeah.
Like, really liked it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? My mama, to know her is to love her.
Yeah.
But you either love her or you hate her.
Yeah.
It ain't no in between.
Yeah.
She either one of your favorite people in the world. You like, oh, I can't stand her. She just so.
I just don't mess with her.
She's my mother's an acquired taste.
I can dig
You know what I'm saying? She ain't for everybody.
I can dig
And
that.
she do not mind it.
Look, I got a term. She ain't user friendly.
She not.
Yeah.
She is not at all.
You gonna have to get them instructions to
She
get
is
her
not.
right. Yeah.
Facts. So
you need instructions for her because she ain't user friendly.
She instilled a lot in me. My stepdaddy instilled a shit ton in me.
The village.
Yeah, facts. He instilled a lot in me. He just taught me how to not let shit bother me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not to be so hell bent on shit, uptight on shit.
Yeah.
Like, look, fuck this shit. Do what you gotta do and move on.
Yeah,
Don't harp on it. Don't sit in it, man. Do what you gotta do and move on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Women complain. Don't nobody give a fuck about you complaining.
Don't
nobody care about you being tired. Don't nobody care
Get
about
to
this
it.
shit. Get to it. You gotta do it, so
up.
get to it. And my aunt, my one of my aunts, my favorite aunt, man, she taught me patience, communication.
Yeah.
I'm huge on communication.
Okay.
And I got that from my auntie, man. My favorite auntie, shout out to Sheila, love you to death.
Yeah,
but she taught me to just be a good communicator.
Say what you mean.
Say what you mean what you say.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Nothing, like you said earlier, with reasoning. Nothing wrong with giving your reasons.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Make somebody understand you.
Yeah.
Don't let nobody take your words for what they not.
Yeah.
Be mindful in what you say.
I can dig it.
Shit like that.
Yeah.
Those probably the three main ones, and everything else I just took I ain't gonna lie, bro. The people around me, bro. My
just
friends.
picking pieces up.
Yeah, my friends, bro. My homeboy Avon. When I talk to Avon every day, he taught me, you know, how to when it come to business, he taught me how to negotiate. He taught me how to, man, you only get what you ask for. You only get what you negotiate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He taught me a lot about business. Him, my dog Whitlow, like they taught me a whole lot when it came to business. You know what I'm saying? Troy younger than me, but he got an old ass soul. So man, he taught me a lot about, you know what I'm saying, how to treat my wife, how to treat my marriage.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was the one that, you know, just talked to me into a lot of that, man. He was the first person taught me on how to get started on getting our house.
Okay.
He younger than me.
But he knew that.
Troy's on his second build of a house.
Dude,
So he in a house now, but that's the second time him and his wife done got a house built. You know what I'm saying? But he the one that taught me just about literacy, about knowing about, man, getting a home and all this shit. Nobody ever sat me down, taught me none of that. He was the first person to, like, everybody that really just helped me.
That's real, man.
Just helped me. But that was the question. Who helped me become the man I am today, man?
Who's your biggest influence?
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie.
Them four.
Yeah, Troy, my dog, Amen.
Your stepfather,
my
and
stepdad,
your mom.
and my mama, man.
No doubt.
I can't even lie.
And then I want to just add grandma, man. Grandma sound like she was
man.
my grandma
crazy, man. My grandma just
she just like your mama sound
nah.
Are they different?
Nah. She was as vocal, but man, my grandma funny as hell. She, like I said, she a shit talker, cigarette smoker, domino player.
Oh, she one of them.
Yeah, but she was a hustler too though. My grandma, when I was a young nigga, man, my grandma used to make every fucking holiday, not missing one, even the bullshit holiday. Yeah. Every holiday, my grandma used to make baskets and sell them for $100, $200 a piece.
Yeah,
had a whole house full. I'm talking about. I wish we had fucking footage of how our living room and the fucking halls used to look. My
so
grandma,
she lining them up selling.
Yeah. My grandma used to go to Dollar Tree, Walmart, places like that, and just buy shit. Yeah, nice shit though.
Yeah.
That's why she was able to sell the best. My grandma ain't never sold a basket on the street. She used to sell them out of her house,
straight out the crib.
You hear me? So she used to real deal boom them motherfuckers. Like I said, I was young. I was my elementary school, summer middle school. I wish we just had footage of our house back then, so I could just show you.
She flat-foot manufacturing
every fucking holiday except Christmas.
She
make Christmas bags, but every other holiday, Thanksgiving, Halloween, Easter, Father's Day, Mother's Day, Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Every holiday with a where you can give something for it.
Yeah.
Man, she was making them up, but her biggest time was like Easter.
Yeah, Easter bags.
She was known around the city, the neighborhood for her fucking Easter baskets. Even though if you wasn't getting them from her directly,
you knew
she had third parties.
Yeah.
People that had shops and shit, they buying them from her, selling them at their shop.
Resell them. Yeah.
Like, so she was, so my grandma, she was just.
She made her own hustle.
She influenced me too though, but but kind of in a different way.
Yeah, I can dig it.
My grandma, she crazy.
Yeah, she's still around, right?
Yeah.
Shout out to grandma.
She still them my kids' mama for real.
For real.
Man, listen. One thing my grandma don't play by. My grandma do not play by my kids.
For real, that's beautiful, man.
She do not play by my children.
And then she vocal as hell, so she gonna say I don't play by
my fucking kids. Man. That's a blessing.
That really is, bro. That really is. My grandma, man, just turned 90, man.
My great grandma, she's still around. She 90, 95.
95.
Still ticking, man.
I love that,
still
boy.
Ticking, dog. She 95. She ain't as mobile as she used to be. You know, she got to walk in there. Yeah. But, man, at 80, 85, man, my great-grandma was still going to Detroit twice a year.
Yeah.
You hear me? Still traveling, still drinking wine. Still drinking wine every motherfucking day.
Dig
man,
that.
Still, she don't drink wine no more, but
yeah.
She still be, you know,
she still ticking. That's what's up,
she
man.
Still ticking.
That's what's up. My grandma scared us about a month or so ago, man. A little bit. She had a little breathing, had pneumonia.
My grandma had pneumonia a couple times.
Yeah, man, that's scary.
My grandma, she a 2-time breast cancer survivor.
Really?
My grandma is, yeah.
Shout out to grandma, man.
Yeah, shout out to her. She
hard body.
Man.
That's what I called him. Hard body.
You can't take her. You can't take her out.
Grandma ain't going. Hard
Man.
about it, man.
Man, pneumonia, blood clots.
Yeah.
Man, she done went.
She
man,
bouncing back
through
from all
that
of
shit.
I heard that.
Man, she
Grandma
got the blood thinners, the breathing treatments.
Yeah.
Man, I'm telling you,
That's
can't,
beautiful,
you
man.
can't, she can't shake this shit.
Man, shout out to Grandma, man. That's
real.
what's up, bro. For real. Man, look, well, my next one, man, I want to get into a few words, man, before we get up out of here, man.
Mm-hmm.
You already tapped on love. We ain't gonna even use because you expressed that already. You already expressed love and what it is to you and what it meant to you already. So, man, I'm gonna start with humble. Tell me what the word humble means to you and how you apply it to your life.
To me, humble just means like never too big.
Never too big.
Man, that's crazy you asking me this. I just posted on Instagram last week. No, it probably was over the weekend, but I said never too big to learn. Never too big to I said never too big to stop learning. Never too big to listen. So to me, that's what being humble, man. You never get ahead of yourself. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You never get too big for your britches, man. You know what I'm saying? I always remain. I'm just, man. Look, I'm special. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say I'm not special.
No, I'm with you.
I'm special, but man, I ain't no bigger than the next motherfucker.
I can dig.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't above hard work. I ain't above correcting.
Yeah.
I ain't above improvement. You know what I'm saying? I ain't above nothing. So
humble to you is just being receptive.
Facts. And always room for improvement.
Yeah.
I always believe there's room to get better.
Yeah.
Be better.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? And so, cause some people think they always right. Some people think they don't do shit wrong. Some people think they shit don't stink. Some people think they bigger than what they are. Yeah. And I'm the type of person, I believe, man, you can always come down a notch.
No doubt.
So if you don't let yourself get too full of what's going on, you can keep yourself, down a notch.
Yeah.
Rather than somebody knocking.
And not even in the sense of dimming your light.
Yeah, nah. I'm talking about to the point where you literally, because to me, I'm a firm believer, man. If the time a motherfucker waiting to knock you off your
knock you off your square.
They waiting to knock you off your square. They waiting to knock you on your ass.
Yeah.
So if you keep yourself in check, and you don't get too big headed and too full of yourself, you can keep yourself. They can't knock you down.
They can't knock you down.
You keep yourself here, and again, it ain't dimming your light. It ain't keeping yourself on a level.
Just staying receptive.
It's keeping you and
always
also,
receiving.
It don't keep you comfortable.
No doubt.
Always trying to do more. Always trying to do better, man. Hey, look, this cool, but it ain't enough. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? This cool, but I ain't content or complacent where I'm at. Right. Now, I want to do more.
I always want more.
I want to see more. Yeah. So
that's dope, bro. Yeah. That's a dope way to put it, man. Cause the true definition of humble comes from dimming your light, to allow others to shine. Or me myself, I just believe, man, life itself will humble you. Knowledge will humble you. You know what I'm saying? A higher power will humble you. Facts. If you believe in that. Mm-hmm. It's just so many things that come in life that will humble you that you don't have to really humble yourself. But the way you put it, brother, it makes a lot of sense. Just always be receptive. Thanks. Always be open to receive. Always, you know what I'm saying, open, like you said, to learn, to listen.
Man, them some of the worst type of people.
Man.
Some of the worst type of people are a motherfucker you can't tell them nothing.
Can't tell them nothing.
Can't tell them shit. Like, and I try to not be that person. And sometimes I do have to check myself. Yeah. Man, I am not above reproach, man. Yeah. I can't say that shit enough. I can't say I'm not above something enough. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? All my people around me, man, listen, I don't have no problem taking accountability. If I'm wrong, I'm going to say that I'm wrong.
I don't understand what happened to men like that, man. Men that ain't like that ain't men to me. Man, you have to be able to stand corrected.
I fuck up and I fall short more than I would want to. Yeah. But man, anybody who around me every day, my friends, my wife, my son, he'll tell you, man. They'll all tell you. Yeah. If I fuck up, I am not gonna have to. You're not gonna have to tell me that I fucked up.
You receive.
I'm gonna take it back. Like, I'm so good at checking myself. I'm gonna take a step back I don't care if it take an hour, 2 hours. I don't give a fuck what it take. I'm gonna take a step back. I'm gonna look at it. I know if it's still replaying in my head.
Yeah, because it's gonna fuck
somebody
with
right
you.
about
Yeah,
it.
it gonna fuck
so
with
I'm like,
you.
Man,
Yeah.
I don't give a. I don't woke my wife up before. Woke her up out of sleep.
I'm wrong,
like,
baby.
Hey, real shit.
My bad.
I was wrong for that.
Yeah.
And she'll just look at me and just shake her. Cause she know me. Like,
She was
know,
trying to
I
tell you, but yeah.
Nah, she just know like I don't give a fuck about being correct. I don't care.
Yeah.
If I'm wrong,
yeah.
Hey, wake up. Hey, this, I know you sleep.
But
I couldn't go to sleep. No.
Yeah,
hey, look,
my bad. Yeah.
I was wrong. I apologize. I was dead ass wrong.
That's dope.
Okay. Dude.
Now you can sleep.
Yeah, now I'm good.
You can go. Yeah, you can go like that.
I do my niggas the same. I do my homies the same way, bro. We get into it. We fall shut out. Little bitch.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I was
shouldn't
wrong.
have said I went too far.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
That's tough, bro. That's a hell of a quality to uphold for one, and it's one of them because you got people that'll think like that, but they got too much pride to even correct.
That's how relationships last, and I ain't talking about
no relationships. Period. Yeah,
that's how That's why I'm so fortunate, bro. Like I can't say that enough, bro. I done had the same friends.
Yeah, the same
since
people
fucking 8th grade.
Yeah.
Even though, and the new friends that I gained later, we still we locked in. The friends I made in college, we still tight. We still talk. We don't talk as much, but when we do talk, it's love.
Yeah,
because when it come egos, man.
Yeah.
Egos will fucking kill any relationship.
Man, they gonna crush.
So when you say that you don't know what happened to listen, if you fuck up, it is nothing wrong with correcting yourself.
Nothing wrong with it, bro.
It ain't nothing wrong with it, bro.
Man,
Cause I want a motherfucker to do that when you fuck up and you know you wrong.
Yeah,
I want you to do
bro.
the same
Come
thing.
clean, bro.
I want you to humble yourself and say,
come
hey,
clean, bro.
damn,
Yeah.
I fucked up.
And I ain't gonna throw it up in your face.
But yeah.
Man,
we
don't
my
nigga, that's what I was talking about right there.
My grandma used to tell me and my brother all the time, if somebody walked in this room and heard the way y'all talk to each other, they wouldn't think y'all was brothers.
Yeah.
But that's just how we talk.
Yeah.
That's just how we talk to each other, man. Me and my ghetto twin, man, we talk so crazy to each other.
But it's love.
Same with CB, same with Troy, when Cheese was here, we all talk, Frank. We all talk so crazy to each other.
Yeah.
But
it's a language that y'all understand.
So it's like, damn. So you can't be soft. You can't have thin skin.
Yeah.
You can't toe the line. My people on your ass. If I fuck up, they the first one. Hey, bro. Hey, hold on. Hey, real talk. You a dead ass wrong.
Yeah.
We might have words. Bro, I don't think I was wrong. Nah, D-Nice.
Fuck that, nigga. You
fuck
wrong.
That. You a dead ass wrong.
Yeah.
And we gonna have, but it ain't go. It's not gonna.
But it's
we ain't
one
gonna
of
stop
them
being friends.
Yeah, but what it does, it also holds you accountable.
Facts.
That's your accountability partner right there.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
And then you able to see it later if it come about later.
Yeah, you might not take it deep.
Yeah, because
but you can take your ass
when
home.
you get corrected, you try your best not to do this shit again that you got corrected for.
Yeah.
So if you do some, whether it be foul shit, green shit, shit out of your character, anything like that, ain't nothing wrong with a motherfucker being like, hey, you was wrong. And the next time you presented with an opportunity to possibly do the same thing, you gonna think.
Yeah, you gonna
know
fix
what?
it. I ain't doing that shit.
Last time I fucked up.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna fuck up this time.
Hey, it's funny you say that. I literally just watched a clip, man, of a young man. He was on live with his partner. And his partner was calling him a snitch. And he took that. He said, you know what? I told on the nigga. And he was like, man, if you a snitch, then you a forever snitch. And the brother said, and I felt him just watching it. He said, you know what, bro? I won't. I would. Are you saying a nigga once a snitch, forever a snitch? He said, no, I won't. He said, you know why? Because I've been having to deal with that shit ever since I done it. And when he said that, I was like,
I ain't never heard it in a snitch's term.
Yeah, I said, damn. And I've been.
It's easy to think that he'll do it again.
Yeah, it's easy.
He did it
it's
once.
automatic.
So you're like, yeah, do that shit again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the context that he put it in, he was like, bro, that shit haunt me every day.
That's real shit.
And when he said it, I'm talking like, I don't know now one of these niggas. I don't know where they was even
But
from.
that's real shit, though.
But when he said it, I was like, he probably won't tell again.
Yeah.
He'll probably do life.
So in your opinion, you don't think he is a snitch. You think he did snitch, though.
From watching that clip.
He snitched, but he's not you
Yeah.
wouldn't label him a snitch.
I wouldn't say he's
just
a
based
snitch.
on what you
Just
saw.
because how he received it.
Yeah.
He was like, I see why you think
Yeah.
that, bro.
That's real shit.
And then
though.
nigga said, why would you snitch again? Why wouldn't you snitch if you not snitched before?
Cause I don't want to feel like
And
this.
dude said,
I don't
bro,
wanna feel like this
I've been
right
dealing
now.
with this shit ever since, dog.
Yeah.
And he said it with so much compassion and conviction. I'm like, he ain't
That's
gonna
real
tell no
shit.
more.
That's real shit. though.
And I know people when I was young, teenager, because I told you I moved out the crib at 18. At 16. I had a daughter, and I had two daughters at 18. I was living with my first baby mom was 3 years older than me. So I'm 16, she 19. She done got the house in the projects. I'm out the crib. I move out. I witnessed a nigga that I knew personally at 17 get pressured by his family to tell on another one of my partners. But you a child in this context. You can't hold no street code if your uncle saying, nigga, you better tell them.
Your village
Yeah,
telling
they tell you better tell them what done happened, woo, right? And that's what I felt with old boy. When I don't know if that was his
You don't know his
backstory,
circumstances,
but I felt that because that same dude that happened to, I know he'll go do 100 years right now.
Yeah.
If a situation crossed his
facts,
path again,
facts.
because he became his own man.
That's real shit though.
You know what I'm saying? But with your family right here, and you got
17.
Yeah.
These the people you listen to. These
Yeah,
people
this
you
your
around,
uncle ready to
like,
beat your ass. You ain't on your own. You ain't living on your. You go home every day, and the nigga telling you better tell what. You know what I'm saying? So society would say you a snitch, man. Your mama, all your family right here. What can you do? Who you gonna stand up against? You gonna stand up against the street code and this nigga or everybody that ever raised you and loved you and took care of you? You ain't finna go against them for that moment. So he told, you know what I'm saying? And so whenever I saw that just made me think of that, that situation. Like, dude, like I said, he was with so much conviction. He said, bro, I've been dealing with this shit every day. I never do that shit again. And even the dude that was calling him out, he paused for a second because he was like, you know what I'm saying?
damn, you might not.
Yeah, but he didn't say that. But he was like,
but he was looking like he felt that.
Yeah, he felt that.
You know what?
Because a nigga that'll say that to the heart like
Facts.
that, it was like,
it ain't like he ain't owning it,
He
too.
owning it.
He owned it. Yeah, I did it.
He said, yeah.
But this is why I'll never do it fucking again.
He like,
bro.
I told on the nigga, but I ain't no snitch, bro. He was like, nigga, if you told, you'll tell again, woo woo. He said, no, I won't, bro. Why won't you tell again? Why won't? He was like, bro, because I deal with that every
He
day.
ain't hype about it. He just like, look.
He was like, look, he telling him to calm down on the live. Hold on. I'm going to tell you why. Because I've been dealing with that ever since, bro.
Thanks.
I don't never want to feel that feeling again. I was like,
Thanks.
I'm like, damn, that nigga probably
fuck
won't
you
tell,
up.
bro.
Oh, God. I don't
Yeah,
think he'll tell it.
man, have to deal
I
with
ain't
that.
even see it. And I don't
Man,
think
hey, bro, I'm telling you, I don't think he'll tell it, bro. If anybody asked me and they was something about him and I knew him, he ain't telling.
Yeah.
He'll take the charge now.
Yeah, that's
He ain't
real
gonna
shit.
tell for real. But man, my next word before we roll, man, I got two more actually. And I always separate these two, bro, because people always put these together.
Okay.
I'm gonna start with respect.
Okay, I know what you okay.
You already know what the other
got
one
that
is.
tatted on me, man.
Yeah, what you got? Respect?
Yeah, I got give money, gain power, earn respect.
Yes. Now take respect, right? Now, I like to give my take on respect. I feel like respect, how you said you walk in love, I walk in respect.
Yeah.
I walk in every room, I'm giving it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Thanks.
It would have to be, you would have to do something to make me not respect you, disrespect you,
Yeah.
or get on your ass. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you know what I'm saying, however you want to put it.
Thanks.
But when I walk in the room, though, every encounter I ever had, the initial encounter is going to be with respect.
Thanks.
Like how you said you move in love.
Should
you know what I'm
be,
saying?
yeah.
So when you take respect, man, Tell me what that word means to you and how you apply it in your world.
You know, they, like I said, it's get money, gain power, earn respect. It's tatted on me, but man, I do feel like respect is something that you do earn from somebody else, but you can't earn it without giving it. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think, and this could be a naive way of thinking, but I believe that you receive back what you put out until you fucking don't. Now that don't happen with everybody.
I'm with you.
But I do believe that, like you said, when you walk in certain rooms, you automatically respect. Man, look, I'm gonna respect you till I got a reason not to.
Yeah, off top.
You know what I'm saying? Or till I got a reason to disrespect you or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. I'm gonna respect you based on my merit and my knowings and dealings with you.
Yeah,
you know
that's
what I'm
all that matters.
So it's important to me that, you know what I'm saying, if I respect you, that mean I care about what you think.
Yeah.
I care about what you got going. I care about your. I say I care about your 2 cents to a degree.
Okay.
And by 2 cents, I don't necessarily
I know,
mean you
not minimizing it. I get
not
it.
necessarily you injecting yourself in whatever. But when I say your 2 cents, I care about your know-how. I care about your psyche.
Yeah.
I care about
your
what's
knowledge.
going on with you, your knowledge. Like when you speak, I'll listen.
Okay.
I care. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so when I respect you enough
for that
to listen to you.
Hear you out.
Yeah, I respect you enough if you say, "Hey, DNice, calm down."
Yeah. All right, bro. Yeah.
I calm.
But if the wrong motherfucker say,
yeah, when I respect you, I hold you in some type of regard.
Okay, that's a simple way to put it.
When I respect you, I hold you in some way, form, or fashion.
Now tell me this.
I hold you in some type of regard.
Now, with that being said, now, and I always like to pick people's brain on that. Do you have to know that person?
No.
Okay.
You don't, because again, upon meeting somebody,
yeah,
I owe you respect.
Off top, okay, yeah.
Because if I ain't respectful to you, I'm disrespectful.
You disrespectful,
and I'm not a disrespectful person.
Yeah, you leading in love.
And again,
you already said that.
I want you to. I'm going to give you what I want you to give me.
For sure.
Now that do not mean, ass kissing and running up behind you,
none of that.
Dick sucking with none of that.
Yeah, none of that
but
type of shit. Yeah.
If I see you, if I know you, especially if I know you, if we ain't had no bad deal, I'm gonna speak. Hey, what's up,
all
bro? How you doing?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Man, you know how many people I done been around. Just been around and crossing. You see them a lot, see them for years.
Yeah.
But then all of a sudden you be like, "Hey, bro, what's your name?"
Yeah. I'm like that all the time.
Bro, what's your name, bro?
Yeah.
Like, man, my name's so. What's up? All right, for sure.
Because you've been crossing their path.
I've been crossing your path so long. And when I
yeah.
cross your path, it's good energy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We speak.
That's probably almost how we probably met. That's probably how we met for sure.
We speak because we see each other in the same places
circle.
so much.
Yeah.
So we speak.
Yeah.
So finally, somebody just breaks up. Like, bro,
what's your name, my nigga?
You know what I'm saying? So even if I don't know you, if some rowdy shit happening, you say, "Hey, big bro," and I'm not just saying it because you right here. If you would have tapped me and be like, "Hey, DNice, real shit. Hey, not in here. Calm down."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Damn, that's that chick."
Yeah.
All right.
And you know what's crazy?
I'm gonna chill only because, your demeanor, every time we done cross paths, I'm like, okay, I respect him enough to not be like, "Hey, bro, get the fuck on."
Yeah.
I respect him more than that.
I'm with you.
So even though he not my best friend, he not in here with me,
right?
I ain't known him as long. He
thought enough for you.
Yeah, he thought enough for me to be like,
check
"Hey, bro,"
you in the moment.
To interject himself and be like, "Hey, bro, like, look, I know I ain't." Chill out, bro.
And that's
cool.
and you know
Say
what?
no
It's
more.
crazy you say that. It's only a handful of people I'm willing to do that for.
Facts.
Based off my respect for them.
Based on
Because I look at them, I might, like you said, if I saw you out of character, out of something, I will say that to you out of respect for you, because I'll be like, hold on, my nigga.
Man, bro, you
know
gotta,
what I mean?
bro, you gotta revere, man. Certain people,
Yeah.
Like certain people, bro, you just gotta you gotta revere them, bro, and you gotta hold them in regard, man. It's
No
certain
doubt.
shit I do at other places I wouldn't do in crew.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't do in serve.
I'm with
You know what I'm saying?
I'm
Even
with you.
even love, like you know what
I'm
I'm
with
saying? Like them. Everybody, man, them big homies.
Yeah,
So
real
it's just,
talk, real
man, when I
talk.
go on your shit, man, I'm gonna show respect.
Real
I'm
shit.
respect, man. When you know security guards, you know that's a great example. Actually,
Ooh-wee.
security guards, everybody don't know you,
Don't know who you are. Yeah.
and I'm not one of them motherfuckers who think. Some people do not know me.
You don't know who I am?
So when people
Nah.
be like, "Hey man, bro, turn around," okay,
Yeah.
search. You know what I'm saying? Then you know, I done had a guard come up like, nah, he good, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. And then the guard would be like, man, my bad, bro. Nah, bro, you doing your job.
You doing your job.
I get it.
I'm the same way.
You don't know,
bro.
man. I'm talking about door girl.
Yeah.
Like, you don't know me.
Yeah. Some of them might say go ahead, but the one that say it's $20, I'm going to give it to them.
And I hate being like, I don't pay. You know what I'm saying?
I don't do that. Yeah.
You don't know me.
I'm going to give it to
you doing
them.
your job.
Yeah.
If you don't know somebody or if you haven't been told, you supposed to stop this motherfucker.
Damn right. Do your
and
job,
take his
baby.
money.
Yeah. Real
But,
shit.
you know, but again, I don't look at that as disrespect.
Yeah, I don't either.
I respect, hey, bro, like, I'm going to tell you what's going on. I'm going to get somebody that you know, whatever.
Yeah. If they in reach.
Thanks, yeah.
But I ain't finna be out here calling. We ain't going to do all that.
Yeah. So
if you doing your
it's
job,
just some stuff.
Man, I'll leave
it's
it
just
at
some
that.
stuff, man. I got too much respect for you to just either chill out or just some stuff I'm just not going to let happen, bro.
Yeah,
when I move, and those were the three people whose name just popped up off top. Like, you know, it's like I said, Carl, Brownlee, you know what I'm saying? Whoop, it's just some shit. Yeah. I ain't never got to argue in love. No. I never get to argue and serve.
Yeah.
I love them for I can't be arguing.
Ain't no way I'm gonna blow your spot up. Yeah, for real.
I say that respect the house.
Yeah.
Gotta respect the house.
Real shit.
I used to tell them folks that blow that odd man, blow you will be the motherfuckers ready to rumble.
Man, respect the house.
Hey bro, chill out, bro.
Yeah, come on now.
All right.
Yeah, because you already know when you do this, you disrespect me.
Troy, when Troy get in some shit, he might not even say nothing. He just might get in between you. All right, big bro.
Yeah.
We're talking about all right, big bro.
Because
he ain't. He's so
like,
chill.
Cut that bullshit out,
he's
man.
so chill.
Yeah.
So my motherfucker be like, okay, bro.
You already know, man. Chill out.
I'm through.
Yeah,
Like when you respect, that come from respect.
Yeah, that come from
respect. That come from holding somebody
to a high regard.
Yeah, to a high fucking regard.
Like you said,
yeah,
that's dope, bro.
Shit.
Okay, well, you know the next one is loyalty. Now, loyalty for me, real quick, loyalty, you have to have something to be loyal to, whether it be a relationship, a commitment, a law, literature, whatever it may be. So loyalty comes with knowing a person, I would say. You have to know the individual. You can't be loyal to nothing you don't know, nothing that's established. So when you take loyalty, and I'm going to go just tap back into what you said just about Power Circle and how y'all came together and y'all changed the L to the one, man. Loyalty clearly means something to you. You know what I'm saying? So when you take that word, man, and loyalty to me, real quick, I feel like loyalty is closer to love than it is respect.
I can see that.
You know what I'm saying?
I think it's like right in the middle though, but I feel you.
Yeah.
I feel you though.
Check it out. I'm gonna give you
pull left 2 miles respect, you pull right 2 miles on love. So I feel like it's right there.
It's right there, right? But I'm gonna tell you why. Because I feel like there's levels to both.
Okay.
Right? And it's levels to respect, but respect has a radius.
Yeah,
I guess you can say. Respect comes within that same circle.
Mm-hmm.
Love and loyalty goes on levels, and when I say that, I mean it in the sense of your love and loyalty to, just say Power Circle, just something easier to use. Compared to your love and loyalty to patrons at your event.
Yeah.
Right? You love them.
Yeah.
I love you folks. Yeah, it's love. But your love and loyalty goes to a different space whenever it comes to your people. So that's why I say love and loyalty is closer in relation. When people, I hear on other podcasts, they might say loyalty or respect, and people will answer that question, right?
Yeah, you ain't gonna. I always pick loyalty with that.
Yeah. Because ain't no way you can be loyal to me and not respect me. Come on,
but you can respect me and not be loyal to me.
Yeah, for sure,
exactly.
You better.
So, yeah,
it's almost like you better respect me. You don't have to be.
You can respect your opposition.
Yeah,
but you ain't gonna be.
You ain't loyal to them. Yeah, you know not to move in a certain way. So I always would choose loyalty, and then that's why I say it relates more to love, because love relates more to loyalty, because whenever you try to put the love and loyalty and respect thing together, it don't. You can really find so many reasons they don't go.
Facts.
But whenever you talk about love, loyalty comes with it in a sense, or vice versa. You know what I'm saying? You have to have a certain amount of love for a motherfucker to be loyal to him.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
But a motherfucker can be a total stranger, like we said, and you'll respect them. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say that. But let's get back to it, man. Loyalty, man. Tell me about that word, what it means to you, and how you apply it to your life. I know we just hit on a lot.
If I'm loyal to you, that means, in a sense, it's me showing a selfless act.
Okay. Meaning,
to me, if I'm loyal to you, that means I'd rather. If I'm loyal to you, I have no problem with going without or having less than.
That sound like love.
You know what I'm saying? Like if my loyalty to you is going, I'm not gonna mind losing.
Okay.
I'm not gonna mind going without for a minute. I'm not gonna mind being disappointed for the moment.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna. You know what I'm saying?
I'm with you.
I'm not gonna mind. I'm not gonna mind putting you before me. That's in that moment when it's tested.
That's a teammate.
Now sometimes you fall short.
Yeah.
You know, with loyalty. You know, so you may do something you ain't got no business doing, say something you ain't got no business saying. You know, act out of character, whatever.
Yeah.
But you get back on the path because of how you feel about that person.
Yeah, you can really back in.
Yeah, so it's like, man, I'm dedicated to the call. I'm dedicated to the mission.
Yeah, to what we've agreed to.
Whether it be our friendship,
whether
it be us working together. Look, coworker, I'm loyal to you because of this reason. So I tell you what, I'm so loyal to you that if you get fucked up, I'm gonna get fucked up.
Yeah.
Or I'm not just gonna try to prevent me from getting fucked up. I'm gonna try to prevent you from getting fucked up.
Yeah.
Because it's that I'm trying to put
when you're we'll say you're more courteous.
Yes.
When you're loyal.
Yes.
I'll take you into consideration.
Yes, you extend
because
yourself.
of my loyalty.
That's a better word. Consideration.
Yeah, consideration.
Yeah,
you
rather than selfish. I'm taking you, what you feel, what you want. I'm taking all that into consideration when I make certain. But again, we all fall short sometimes.
No doubt.
But for the main part, I'm gonna be loyal to, and I'm gonna be loyal to those who give me their loyalty.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And everybody's loyalty look different.
It's different.
Loyalty do not mean doing what the fuck I think you should do.
No.
I say you should do.
No, sir.
That ain't being loyal. That's
more like being obedient.
Yeah. That ain't being loyal to me.
Yeah, don't be.
So I don't never want my people to feel like, and I don't think they do. I'm just saying.
No. I'm with
anybody who know me, they know, man, look, I can be real. I can be real with him, tell him how I really feel, really didn't like it. I don't like that.
Yeah,
I ain't with that, what you did, blah, blah, blah. I don't think that's a good decision. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. So I'm gonna be loyal to those who loyal to me.
I'm with you. And that's the difference. You know, you got people that take loyalty as you with whatever I'm with.
Facts. Yeah.
If I crash out, you come with me.
And sometimes that do be the case. I'm with whatever you with.
Yeah, but you understand what you with.
I understand
what you with.
That's
though.
situational.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
But that now some people do feel like, well, not even some. A lot of people feel like
a lot of people
you're
feel
not
like
loyal to them if you're not
don't agree.
if you're not backing their bullshit.
Yeah, you got to agree with me to be loyal.
If I don't
to
back
me,
your bullshit, I ain't loyal to you. Nah,
I
that
don't
ain't
think
true.
shit of that. Yeah,
I'm loyal enough to you to tell you like, hey,
this some bullshit.
You on some bullshit.
Yeah, but come on. But I'm on
Yeah,
your ass. I'm
Facts.
on your ass after
But
we get
I ain't
through.
gonna lie. Depending on what it is, if I gotta get on your ass right then,
We
I'm gonna tell like, hey, bro, well, hey,
yeah.
nah, this ain't
Hell
nah, this ain't it.
Matter of fact, you by yourself.
Yeah,
You on your own.
Yeah, you ain't it. Damn, bro, where your loyalty at? Man, look, my loyalty
with me,
yeah,
motherfucker.
at this point, I gotta choose because you. Hey man, my loyalty with me is with my folks. Like,
yeah,
nah,
you playing with my life,
you
nigga.
bullshit.
Yeah,
So,
for real.
Yeah.
Dig that, man. That's real talk, though. That's a hell of a way to put it, for real.
Real talk.
Yeah, I always say that, though, man. I be telling people, and whenever I give them my analogy of love and loyalty, they always agree, usually like, damn, you about right.
Yeah,
because people tie them
they coincide.
They coincide so much, man. Because like I said, it's levels. Because you can even just evaluate life throughout experiencing love. You be like, damn, they love me, but they didn't do woo 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 because you thinking I would do woo 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 because I love you.
Yeah.
But you don't do woo 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 and you say you love me because it's different levels to love.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And people sometimes just gotta really realize that there's a difference. Man, I think my next one, man, gonna be our closer, man. Tell me what you have, what D-Nice has in store for you as a man, as an individual, as a family man, and for you as D-Nice, the promoter, the businessman. Tell me about what you have in store for both of those realms of things in the next 3 years. We ain't gonna even take it out too far.
Man, basically, it for me, it's really simple, man. Working and winning.
Working and winning.
Working and winning, bro. Never. I ain't never gonna not be working right now. I got a whole little mission I'm on, a whole little plan.
Yeah.
I got shit I'm trying to put in motion. So, you know what I'm saying? Some shit I ain't gonna lie, I really don't want to do it, but it got to be done for the greater good.
Okay.
So, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's really what I'm on, man. Like, literally, working and winning.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Building.
And that's in both aspects.
Yes,
as a man and as a businessman.
Man and as a businessman, for sure.
Yeah.
Man, working and winning, like with my family, making sure my wife good. My kids, my son be starting middle school. My daughter is moving to a different school. Yeah. So
she finna be in what, kindergarten? No, she 5.
Yep, pre-K.
Pre-K.
No,
yeah.
she in pre-K now.
Yeah.
So she gonna be in
kindergarten next.
Yep.
Yeah.
So she gonna so just really, man, she didn't express certain things that she wanna do. My son didn't express certain things he wanna do. So I just feel like putting them in the right position. My wife got a little plan. She got some little shit she trying to do too. So, man, making sure they can attain everything they want to attain. Making sure they in position, doing my part to make sure they got to do the work too. But making sure I do my part in making sure they in position to do whatever the fuck it is they want to do. In business, same thing, man. You know, like I said, luckily me being Troy CB, we all want the same thing. Like, so we all know what's next for us. So we all know, you know what I'm saying, what we want to do.
That's dope.
And me personally, I just know what I want to do too. I know what I got on the books. I don't know if 3 years, I don't know if it's gonna cut in 3 years, but hopefully it can.
The mission.
Yeah.
The mission.
It can be, if it can be done the right way, but you know what I'm saying, like far as, you know, just like I said, working and winning, man.
No doubt.
And I'm glad I got people around me that's gonna keep me motivated, keep me pushing. I ain't gonna let me bullshit. I ain't gonna let me give up on myself.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? So
I want to drop a jewel on you though, man. And this is something that I recently received from another brother, man. Take try out the equation, brother.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? When you said, man, this is what I'm doing. Because try give you a reason, an exit.
Yeah, excuse.
Give you an exit plan. Give you an excuse. I was trying, but it didn't work.
Yeah.
When you say, man, I'm working and winning.
Yeah.
I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I'm doing this.
Trying ain't an option.
Gotta
do it.
Yeah. When you put it in that perspective, man, it actually holds you accountable.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So and I'm a big, I use try so much. And I use try and know I'm finna do it.
Yeah.
man, try the equation, man.
Yeah, I got you.
Real talk.
I appreciate that, man. I appreciate you letting me sit down with you.
Yeah, bro.
All that, man. Like I said, we this was long overdue, but this was good.
No doubt,
Real shit.
man. Well, let me say this, brother. I wish you the best in, man, all your future endeavors, brother.
I appreciate that.
It's been a pleasure to sit here and just get to know you. You know, we've been, like we said, we've been crossing paths for years, bro.
I ain't know half the shit.
Yeah.
6 daughter, military man.
Yeah,
I ain't know none of
all
that shit.
Man.
I only know one of your daughters. I'm wondering what the other 5. I'm like,
you
5.
You probably done seen them and don't really
Just don't know
even know
that
that's
daughter.
my
Okay, for
daughter.
sure.
If you, which daughter you know? You know Zay?
Azalea, yeah.
Yeah, see, that's my stepdaughter. That's my
Okay.
wife's daughter.
Okay, for
But
sure.
that's my daughter.
Yeah.
It's like you said with your
For
boy.
sure.
That's my daughter. But I'm sure you've seen at least 3 of my
For
other
sure.
daughters with
Okay.
her.
For sure.
Not even knowing that these are my
Your
biological
kids, for
daughters.
sure.
Yeah, for real, man. They right here in the city. I got 2 that live outside the city. I had one live in Maryland, one live in Houston, the one I spoke about.
I ain't my military man. Didn't know you weren't from here.
Yeah.
Well, no, I think I knew that from watching Ben episode.
Okay, yeah,
that you weren't from
yeah,
here.
yeah.
I did know that.
I came to Memphis in 01, man.
Yeah.
February 01, bought my house in March.
Yeah. Man, we got a lot in common too, man. We might like sitting down just chopping. I'm like, damn, we done went through a lot of the same shit.
Yeah.
And we different in age, but
Well, yeah.
like, I can tell
I'm 48.
I'm 30, yeah. So we think alike though.
Yeah.
Like a lot of times people like we think alike.
I say that about a lot of brothers like yourself, man. You think about, and I'm sure you experienced this with, like you were saying about Troy being younger than you.
Yeah, facts.
But it's like the experiences is what make a nigga knowledge go up a notch.
Cause you can't tell me that nigga ain't he
Yeah,
old fucking soul, man.
Because he been living.
Facts. And he the youngest one.
Yeah.
Troy younger than anybody. Troy younger than any of the Puffs or the 3 of us.
Man, I'm like that
He the
with
youngest fucking
amongst a lot of the men that I've been encountered in my life, man, because of my experiences.
Yeah.
Like I done experienced losing my spouse.
Yeah.
Man, I got 60, 70
Early,
year old
though.
partners.
Early too, yeah.
They're still married and ain't lost. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah.
just certain things. Then being a widowed father, man, I raised 4 daughters. Man, I ain't never counted the years, but I raised them pretty much myself.
For
you
sure.
know what I'm saying? Me and my wife, my current wife, we got together. We about to be married June 30th for 12 years.
Facts. Congratulations,
So,
brother.
Man, for sure, bro.
Congratulations.
Appreciate it. So just take that in consideration to me, my youngest daughter being 25.
Yeah.
So I had already had a lot of this
Yeah,
out. You know what I'm saying? A lot of work done.
Your
Now, you know what I'm
youngest daughter,
saying?
shit, okay.
My baby.
Yeah.
My baby girl is 25. Will be 26 this year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you take all things considered.
Well, brother,
man.
you don't look your age,
Man,
man.
I'm
You
telling
don't
you,
look
man.
like
I've been
what you done
trying to
been
keep
through,
it together,
man.
brother. I've been
That's
trying
what
to
I'm
keep it
talking
together
about.
for real,
What
man.
I'm talking about, man.
But
That's dope.
back to what I was saying, bro, man. I wish you the best, brother. It's been a pleasure.
I appreciate you.
You know what I'm saying? And an honor to sit here with you, man, and just get to know you on another level.
You too, bro.
I wish you the best for your family, man. All your business endeavors. I know you're going to get you some money.
I appreciate you.
You know what I'm saying? Look, we claiming that. We going to get some more motherfucking money. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate you for sure, man. I'm sending you positive energy and loving energy as well, man. You and yours. Real shit. I appreciate the opportunity, man. Can I get some shout outs?
No doubt. Do
man,
that.
Shout out to Sir Memphis. My boy, y'all come pull up on us on Sundays. Yeah. Each and every Sunday service. Me, Andy Woods, Nice Life, Obvious, Thomas Brownlee. Shout out Mr. Sheena. Shout out to everybody over there at Sir Memphis. Crew Memphis. Love you, Cara. Y'all come see us over there too. Sundays, Mondays, Thursday, Fridays, Saturdays. Y'all come see us over there too. Free Hookah Monday. Y'all pull y'all ass up. Shout out to my daughters. They know who they are. Shout out to my kids. Shout out to the circle. Shout out to my day 1 niggas. Shout out to my day 2 niggas. They know who they are. Too many of y'all to name. Shout out to the Puffs. Love y'all to death. And I appreciate y'all.
No
shit
doubt.
show.
Man, for shit.
Oh, shit.
Oh, whoa.
Shout out to Chippy.
Better shout
out to
Chippy,
them badass
man.
kids.
Better shout out Chippy.
Yeah, man. Damn, she was gonna be tight too. Real tight. Shout out my baby bro. My baby bro Jamal and Birdie. Shout out to my mama, my grandma. Everybody.
doubt.
R.I.P. Rat. R.I.P. Granddaddy. R.I.P. Cheese, the motherfucking boss. R.I.P. Dallas. Yeah.
No doubt, man. That's what's up, brother, man. Look, I'm going to cut it off right there. That concludes another episode of Beyond the Clientele, man. I'm your host, J1, J100, or Mr. So 100, because you know I do it the So 100 way. Shout out to my special guest, man, my brother from another.
Hubba.
DNiceTheHeavyweight, baby.
Hubba,
Till
hubba,
next
man.
time.